Bam! Welcome back to Just a Ben stream today.
I will purge.
Oh, hello. Perfect timing. We literally just went live. Oh my god. That is impeccable timing. It's like someone was paying attention. Welcome. Thank you. How you doing? Oh my god, that scared me a little bit. We're here. We're here to play Star Wars. Do you remember these? Space Battles, it used to be called. But then they realised that name was taken, so they picked a new one. Did we cook and eat Tom? Oh no, I wouldn't recommend that. He's a lovely guy, but I don't know where he's been. You know? Oh, Jesse Cox, 1987. Thank you for giving out a gift sub. Is that the Jesse Cox? Maybe. We may never know. You know, because people can lie on the internet. You know, it's not like an undercover cop. You don't have to tell the truth on the internet. If someone asks you, you could be a dog. No one would know. Just a Ben stream is still 50% a good stream. Oh, thank you. Half a glass of piss. That's what we call it. With half a glass of water when Tom's here. And it's nearly a real drink. Thank you, Powercore 2000 for the sub. 25 months. That's a lot of sub. Welcome, sir. Instead of Tom and Ben, it's Star and Ben. Oh my god. Half a glass of berry milk. Ooh, which is worse? You decide. No one can speak for you on that. That's a very personal decision that you have to make for yourself. Oh, man, how are we doing? No Warhammer this week, sadly, because Tom's got better things to do. But he'll be back next week, where we'll have a catch-up, which is just as well, because to be honest, there wasn't a lot of Warhammer happening this week, was there? Not much news to cover, and still no Total War update. Maybe next week we'll be blessed. Kremlo will bless us with more Warhammer next week. Isn't that true every week? No, it's not. First time viewer here to see some bananigans. Oh my god, is that what we're calling them now? That's too much of a mouthful. I'm going to get that wrong. We're not calling it's a veto on bananigans. We're gonna do some space battles. It doesn't mean no more Elden Ring. We'll play Elden Ring until Total War is ready. Until it's prepared itself appropriately for Tom and Ben entry. You know, we don't want to go in until it's ready. It's rude. Very rude. Yeah, this is some kind of Star Trek spin-off. That's right. You know, we've got this planet here, the Mon Calamaris. They're like just a complete rip-off of those fishmen in Next Generation. Do you remember them? God, I can't even remember what they were called. That's how memorable they were. They had those stupid space suits and they couldn't breathe. TNG fishmen. That'll get me what I want, right? Boom. These boys. We've just conquered their planet. Remember those guys? I think they're only in one episode. And they die if they don't wear their fish suits. They need their fish suits. They were terrorists? What? Shit, don't say that. I'm going to get cancelled. Fucking hell. Yeah, I think it's season 1. It's not a good season. You're going to say the Akbars are better than those guys? Well, what have the Akbars done for us lately, eh? I mean, they make a good snack bar. So, we'll let them in. As long as they keep the snack bar going. So, for anyone who missed it last week, we did an hour or two of this, because I was in like a nostalgic Star Wars mood. And I thought we'd finish this off, because maybe we can do it in one stream, now that we've got started. We're the traitorous Rebel Alliance. Absolute bunch of terrorists. And we're here to overthrow... Look, they're red. They must be the baddies. They've got red icons. We've got lovely green icons. That's how you know we're the goodies. So look, that's the place we need here. Coruscant. That's the bright centre of the galaxy, where all the boring conversations happen in rooms and corridors. Remember that? The rooms and corridors planet? That's what we want for some reason. We're going to go there and have a boring conversation in a corridor in reverse shot. That's going to be the end screen. That's what we're going for here. We need to reach peak prequel to achieve victory. But there's things in our way. Like this planet, Typhera. We attacked here, and they absolutely kicked our asses. We lost a fleet and a ground battle. Oh, it is like we're attacking Tom. You're right. Tom's not here, so we're gonna destroy his empire. It's perfect. There is still an Alderaan, yeah. We haven't even recruited Luke Skywalker yet. This is like Rogue One kind of era. Hopefully, Tom, Emperor Palpatine, will blow up Alderaan before we kill him. You know, because he's got to adhere to canon. Plus, then we get to blow up that stupid forest that pirates can't chase Leia through. That'll be good. We get to wipe that off the face of the galaxy. So, I will give you the tour. We've got Bonodan up here in the north. Bonodan is just our little money house. We've got 2 mining facilities making us creditos and some troop training facilities. And it's just got a tiny space station and no garrison. If they find it, we're in trouble. We've got Yavin 4, our secret hidden base. Also troop training facilities and a much more sophisticated level 2 space station. It's currently building Y-Wings. Then we just conquered the planet of the Akbars, Mon Calamari. That was what we did at the end of the last stream. We've got a nice little fleet there with some fighters and some corvettes. It's a very little fleet actually, but it is nice. And we're slowly improving the space station here. Because eventually, if we can get a big enough space station, we can build the big Akbar pickle ships. And then nothing can stand against us. We can survive even the most deadly trap. And that's it. That's half of our rebellion. I was going to say empire, but we're not. They're the baddies. This is our alliance. And then down here, we've got Hoth, our other secret base, where we've got a bit of everything. We've got an officer training facility here. The greatest and youngest generals are bred and trained. We've got Bespin, which has got a good space station on it. And Mon Mothma hangs out here, because wherever she goes, you get a 25% discount on your loyalty card. So, very cool to have her building ships. We've got Atdazari, however you pronounce that. This planet is like it's the linchpin of our defense. Okay, I'm heavily fortifying it because Typhera is heavily fortified and we can't attack. So we may as well keep this. They can't get to Bespin without going through either of these other planets. So we're going to fortify this place. We've already got light factory, heavy factory, and barracks on there. We're building an ion cannon nipple emplacement so we can lactate ionic juices all over their ships if they come to attack. Nothing shall penetrate this fortress. We've got level 3 space station. We've got long-range scanners and early warning systems. Oh, as soon as the boob is complete, nothing can penetrate us once we have boob. We have to build some troops here as well once that's done. And then lastly, we've got Dagobah. We just conquered the strategically vital swamp planet of Yoda's home, where there's nothing, absolutely nothing, except for our primary fleet. Loads of bombers, loads of frigates, some corvettes, some like long-range missile things, which are great for knocking out space stations. So, I guess, where are we going to push? Should we push down from the Akbars and knock out more pirate hell territory to increase their income? Or should we go for the big thrust and attack Bis? Which looks like the Empire's moneymaker. Look at that, they got 4 mines. They've got 3 light factories. Oh my god. And 1 heavy factory. Yikes. There's going to be a lot of walkers on this planet. Just so many walkers. And if C-3PO's intel is correct, Mr. General Veers himself, who's in a big stompy boy. I don't think we can take that. That sounds like a bad place to fight. But their fleet is weak. They only have a single frigate.
Take me into battle.
And a level 2 space station. So maybe we just siege them. We could knock out the space station, and then just like bombard them from orbit. Let's do that. That'll be fun. But before we do that, we're going to steal some tech that we can't afford to steal. So, right, let's just do it. Let's get in there. Actually, can we cancel some building?
Faith is our shield.
There must be something we're building that we don't really need. Can't cancel it. We'll cancel the barracks on Dagobah. Fuck that place. It's all stanky. And we have to cancel something else. Cancel that tank. Right, and we use that money to get 3PO to steal turbo laser turrets, which increases our total tech level. Now we've recruited this guy. Famous from that movie. Oh, he's the guy who just gets fucking choked out in the original New Hope right at the start. He's got a fancy Corvette and just gets slammed into a wall. What a hero. Is it 3PO doing the stealing, or is he just babysitting R2-D2? In all honesty, I think it's R2-D2 doing the stealing and the babysitting, right? I mean, has 3PO ever done anything good? Or has he always just been, like, dragged along for the ride? Oh, who was that? Not Angus Muck6 has donated 100 bits. Thank you. Not Angus Muck6. I think you maybe protest too much, sir. I think maybe you are an Angus in disguise. We talked about lying on the internet already. How dare you? They go on to say, if that's a beef dripping for dinner, that's not having a chippy tea. Wise words, sir. Very wise words. I can't argue with that. I literally can't. I don't know how. But thank you for the bits, sir. Krolos used their Twitch Prime. Thank you very much. Dr. Nacho resubbed and says, hey, Bon, just painting some Tyranids and thought I'd swing by and renew my sub. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I need to do some painting. I've had a really busy month. This whole month, it's just been like having to do stuff. I haven't been able to do any painting. Looking forward to doing some next month, though. Thank you for the sub, sir. Rockoverlol resubscribed. Thank you very much. Simply Dave has subscribed and says 16 month and still chumpless. Oh, well, maybe next month. Well, I thought after we finished the Stir Wars, we'd start a new game. I really want to try. What's it called? Songs of Conquest. After Star Wars, we're going to try Songs of Conquest. I told you to install. Why didn't it install? I'm installing it now. And I think there's chumps in that. I think we can get your chump in that, hopefully, if all goes well.
Faith is our shield.
Kriegnar, thank you for the donation. That's very generous. And you say, hi, Ben. Hope you're doing absolutely great. I haven't caught a stream in literal years. I understand if it's something sensitive, but where is your great Skaven mate, Tommy? Did someone push him down a hole with his unlimited power? No, he just had very important Tom work to do. IRL Tom work, if you can imagine such a thing. He had to go Control-A someone's ass. But he'll be back next week. Don't you worry about it. He's fine. And Tough Taff, thank you for resubbing. Right, should we stop faffing about and bring some freedom to the galaxy? Oh, we're just going to get old Captain Antilles involved. There he is. Okay, and in we go. Oh. Well, that's a big stack. That's not the single acclamator I was promised. It's almost as if 3PO and R2's intel's no good. Yikes. Yikes. Someone said about Spirit Island. Ben, I got Spirit Island and wanted to gripe because it's very hard to learn at first. Still cool though. It is weird. It's a weird game. Once you get your head around it, it's fucking awesome. What I would recommend is playing solo. Do one map piece, one god, on your own. to just cycle through the game and make sure you're playing it right. And then the second time you play it, you'll get super into it and it'll make much more sense. And you can either have other players with you, or if you're going to play it solo, I'd actually recommend, once you understand how to play, having two bits of map together and 2 gods and play both of them yourself. Because otherwise the one god game can be a bit one-dimensional. But stick with it. It's worth it. It's hard, but it's real good. It's a good game.
Faith is our shield.
Ah, Gigna! Thank you for the 2 gift subs. That is super cool and generous. I appreciate that. Let's go offline. Keep getting messages. And let's get in here. So we've got humans live here. But we're not worried about the land yet. We've got to fight the space battle first. Oh, that's pretty cool fleet aim. So I haven't put any mods on, but I think I've fixed it so that it's not going to judder. I think we fixed the juddering. Right, so we've come out in a nebula, which is good. That'll protect us. There's already a patrol frigate here, which is real bad.
Squadron reporting. Standing by. Y-wing squadron reporting.
Let's pull back the fighters so the patrol ship can't
Y-wing standing
ice them
by.
both.
I should be there any moment now.
Right, get over there, boys.
At your command.
We'll grab
Standing by.
the corvettes,
Frigate reporting.
frigates,
Nebulon B frigate.
and the missile guy.
Cruiser here. Reporting in. Target confirmed.
Everyone's going to take that. I think we might have to retreat, I'll be honest. They've got much stiffer defences than the intelligence would lead us to believe. I was hoping we could hide in this nebula until... Oh no! Incoming missiles! Yikes! Okay, they've got their own missile beast somewhere. Judging by the trajectory on these torpedoes, it's around about here. So, fighters,
Your orders?
engage. And
Cruiser
my
reporting.
own missile thing's going to have to move away from the rest of my ship so it doesn't get caught in the splash damage.
Transmission. I'll take care.
Corvettes engage bombers.
Weapons charged.
Beep, 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 beep. Get 'em, boys! You're doing great. Okay. What have we actually got here? They got 2 missile frigates, 2 regular old fighting frigates, and a level 2 space station. Can we do this? If we win this, it will be expensive. But if we pull back, we're still going to take a barrage from those 2 missile frigates. I'm going to try, since the retreat's still on cooldown anyway.
Fire on their shield generator.
Missile frigate can go for the shield generator.
Bombers at the ready.
Bomber squadrons go for the undefended missile boy. X-wings clear out the bombers.
May I assist?
Corvettes clear out the other bombers.
When they open.
And the frigates are going to whip over
Nebula
here.
is interfering with our sensors.
Oh no, they're pulling back. There's 3 of them! Holy crapoli. It's a trap! Get 'em, boys! Oh my god. My poor Y-Wings! Okay, hang on.
Choose your reinforcements.
Where do reinforcements go? Here.
Advancing.
Gonna bring in another missile frigate. Where's our other...
Awaiting instructions.
There it is, okay.
Destroy their shield generator. Ready
We
for
can still do
action.
this. We just have to focus firepower. and use Captain Antilles' special doodad to reduce their attack. Okay, that's it. Two missile frigates are down. Okay, that's amazing. All power to shields. Take out this other missile frigate.
How may I assist? Reporting, Commander.
Okay, what else is going on here? We can. I think the corvettes need to pull back. They're a bit too deep.
Let's do some
Engage this guy, but also boosters. X-wings keep on the ties, and Y-wings help out with the shield generator. Okay. Blammo! Uh-oh. Okay. Some bombers have broken through. Get out! Abort! Okay, come on, retreat! He just get his shields back on, I can overcharge them. Come on, shields! Oh, fuck. Missed the window. Shields, please. No! Shields! Go! Okay, we're doing it. Knock out his shields. Bring in a corvette. Keep firing missiles at this damn thing. Pull back the frigates. And the corvettes. Okay. Pull everyone back into the nebula. Oh, we caught some of the troop transports. That's always fun. Nice free kill. I'll take it.
adjusting course.
Yes, kill those defenseless stormtroopers. Excellent. Good. Okay, bring down that Star Destroyer, please. Even if it's a mini one, it's still got to go. Yeah, you're right, man. The sound design in Star Wars is just iconic, right? Honestly, if it didn't have such excellent sound design, I don't think I'd love it as much. Oh my god, that frigate is the saddest frigate in town. Okay, re-engage, boys. Except for the damaged one. You pull back too. Right, reduce his firepower. Come on, guys, catch it! Catch it! Catch it! Okay.
I'll take care of it.
Woo! Okay, these little missile boys are just winning the day right now. They're getting so much damage on this station. Whew. Okay, that was a stressful one. I think that went really well. You know, as long as you weren't a Y-wing pilot, it went really well. F's in the chat though for the poor Y-Wing boys. The bravest boys in the rebellion. Really sucks to be a Y-Wing pilot. Oh my god, there's so many undefended stormtroopers! All these troop transports. Right, turbo boost. All frigate, all corvettes. Full speed to corvettes. Come catch them. Ah! Like shooting fish in a barrel. Beautiful. Oh, two of them got away. Woof. something war crimes. Those were enemy combatants. They had guns. It's not my fault their guns were on the inside of the ship instead of outside of it. Whew. Look at that. Destroyed 3 cruisers, 4 missile cruisers, space station, a patrol ship, 6 biker squadrons, 2 stormtrooper platoons, a squadron of Rumbas, and a squadron of walkers. Oh. And sadly, F's in the chat for the 8 Y-Wing squadrons and 2 X-Wing squadrons. That was pretty brutal. Oof. Thank you, Rufus Omega, for 29 months sub. That's a lot of months. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. Let's do it. Here's the bonkers thing, though. You would think Y-Wings are, like, cheap. But they're not as cheap as you think. If you buy them at full price, they're 210 a piece. Oh, I suppose actually losing 8 Y-Wings was cheaper than losing 1 Nebulon. So that's actually not so bad.
Vehicle in production.
I thought they were more expensive than that. Why are they so pricey? I guess just to stop you wave assaulting people with 1 billion Y-Wings, right? Because these costs are not to do with in-universe expense. They're balance costs, right? Like it costs $1,000 for a fleet commander. I don't think training 2 commanders costs the same as an entire warship. You know, like this ain't like a realism war sim. So without the Y-Wings, I don't even want to invade the planet at this point. I'm going to hold tight until we can get some close air support ready.
Construction complete.
Come on.
Vehicle in production.
As soon as these guys are done.
Y-Wing squadron
Ding.
Tactical battle.
Uh-oh. Ah, before we can send in the Y-Wings. Counterattack. 4 cruisers. 6 corvettes. Ah. Oh, shit. Can we win this? Not really. I don't think we can win this. Yeah, your fleet auto repairs after the battle, if you can keep it alive. I think we got to run. Oh, why are we in the middle of the map? Oh my god.
Copy.
Okay, well,
Advancing.
missile boys out of the way first. We'll keep the Neb Bs out to draw their fire.
Let's move
And
out.
pull the weaker stuff back.
I read you.
And we'll keep Antilles here. To debuff their ships. We've got to protect the Squidgy boys.
Their presence in our system.
Operation Protect the Squidgies.
Awaiting orders. Copy.
Receiving your transmission.
Protect! Overcharge! Overcharge shields! And debuff guns! Okay. Get out of here, boys. Hang on. Overcharge all the void shields and retreat. Please. Just live. Leave. Oof. Come on. Oof. Did they get... Oh my god! They did not kill 2 Nebulons. Come on. We took out the engines. Oh, shit. And the Admiral. And Antilles. Oof. The Empire strikes back. Oof. Okay. Well. Fuck. That's a loss we did not want.
Imperial fleet approaching. Tactical battle imminent.
Oh, oh, I done goofed. I put my whole ground force in orbit, ready to attack. We were about to launch the ground invasion, and now they're all just sat in transports. Oh, fuck. It's just 1 billion transports.
Transport
Run away.
We are detecting multiple ships entering from hyperspace. Be prepared to defend our position and repel the Imperials.
There's no boop cannon to protect us. Flee the battle. Oh, fuck. This fucking sucks.
Prepare for jump to hyperspace.
Oh. Oh my god. Come on. Live. Live.
There they are.
Live. I order you to live. Something karma. Woo! The last transport is away. Oof. Thank you, NR7 with the resub. Hello. Welcome back. And Kezbob. Thank you, Kezbob, for using your Twitch Prime. Oof. Okay.
Y-wing
Okay, we're
squadron
not dead
reporting.
yet.
On our
Right. Bring the ground force back to Hoth. That was a real butt clench moment, wasn't it?
Construction complete.
Y-wing squadron reporting.
Okay, so what we actually need is probably just more Nebs, I guess.
Unit cancelled.
Faith is our shield.
Vehicle in production.
And Y-wings. Okay, well, while we're trying to rebuild on the Western Front, let's see if we can push on the Eastern Front.
Coordinates received.
Faith is our shield.
Oh, can you... Oh, no. No, don't want
Y-wing
cinematic
squadron
mode.
reporting.
Is Shola not... Oh, there's no ground force. No air force there. Let's try and walk in. Oh, we just got some more money. Amazing. Okay, get another neb.
Production.
Fly over here. Steal something from Dagobah. Build another neb.
In production.
Everything's really expensive. Oh my god. Oh my god!
Faith is our shield.
Did you see that message? They lost 54 units invading somewhere. Jabim. Oh my god. Okay, let's see if we can take Shola. I've got no idea who's here.
System control achieved.
Literally no one. Okay, that's good. That's very good.
Faith is our
Let's
shield.
chuck a barracks down here. We should probably go for Nel Hutter. Or Wayland? What's Wayland got? It's got a pirate base. Right, what's on Dagobah? Just a victory class. We could probably take on a victory class. If we just, you know, really lean hard on the Y-wings.
Coordinates received. Nebulon B,
Constructing
bring it
unit.
here.
Constructing unit.
Let's try this.
Vehicle in production.
Maybe. Okay, now we can steal something. Steal assault
Construction
frigates.
Options available. Construction complete.
Awaiting your
We have a new
orders.
admiral.
Right away. Y-wing squadron
Unit in
reporting.
production.
Okay. Han and Chewie are nearly back. Once we get Han and Chewie, everything will be okay. Han and Chewie will save the day. Everything's okay. I feel like we could take out Null Hutter. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try an undermanned assault on Null Hutter.
Tactical battle imminent.
Look at those good boys. Look at that good boy! Thank you, Wolflord Lewis, for giving out a gift sub. That's very cool. Thank you to, oh, I've forgotten how to pronounce. You did tell me, and now I've forgotten. Prikey? Pyrky has resubbed. Thank you. Nom Nom Nommy. Nom Nom Nomby, sorry, has also resubbed and says, Wololo! Thank you very much. DC Fencer resubbed with their Prime and said, Ben gets it this month, I suppose. Oh my god, who am I sharing your Twitch Prime sub with? DC Fencer. Name them. Or not. Sorry.
Faith is our shield.
If I didn't say already, thanks Kezbob for using your Prime as well. And Dreth12, thank you for using your Prime. I love it. Oh, normally on the main channel. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's Perky. It's Perky with a Y. Perky with a Y. That's how we say it. Okay, so it's mostly a fighter force raiding Null Hutter. But we're not going to send the fighters in first. We've learnt our lesson on that one, haven't we? We don't make the same massacre twice.
Reporting. Frigate reporting.
We only need to suffer a massacre once. We're smart boys.
Awaiting orders. Copy. Flight systems engaged.
Okay, sort out your formations, boys. That was a little embarrassing what just happened there.
The enemy is approaching.
Oop.
We're advancing on the enemy stronghold. This threat must be eliminated. We can liberate the planet.
Alright, what have we actually got? Some bulk cruisers. Nebulon can quite handily take down a bulk cruiser without too much trouble. So we'll get the corvettes to capture this
Faith is our
little
shield.
platform. And we'll keep the fighters away from these little patrol craft. Neb's going to have to start overcharging its shields, which is fine. Come on, come on, come on. Can you build on this platform? Pretty, pretty, please. Missiles. Oh god, well. A little sad. Missiles, please. Doing okay. I mean, you know, bad day for Y-wings, but aren't they all? Every day's a bad day for a Y-wing. Okay, the missile platforms are online. Okay, pull everyone back. Now, these should draw their fire. Knock out this patrol craft first. Guys, please. my god, there's so many patrol ships. Okay. Right, we've got to keep the X's and Y's back until those patrol ships are dealt with. They're just too strong at anti-fighter. Oh. The Neb's lost one of its turbo laser batteries, though. Half of its anti-ship firepower. Oh my god. The Neb. The Neb is so sad. Can we knock this guy down? Okay. Get out of there, Nebby. Because its engine's down, it's just in the saddest shape. Okay, we're out of range. We're out of range.
Standing by. Ahead full.
Okay, I think we've cleared their guards. Now we just need to take out the platform. Anything that comes at us now is being spawned by the platform. So there's no point in engaging. Just need to knock out, like, the asteroid base thing. Magic. And building a platform. Try a laser satellite. They cost more. They must be better, right? Simple logics. Get out of there! Duck, dive, and dodge! I think it gives you the action shots, does it? There we go. Okay. I think we're in a position where we need to either... Oh, it is a turbo laser. Okay, amazing. The missiles seem to do very little, though. Turbo lasers seem alright. But he's going for it. Yeah, either at this point we either run or we go whole hog. And I don't think we've got enough firepower to knock out an asteroid, I'll be honest. They're really tough. Why are we not doing any damage to this guy? No. We gotta go. This is a bail.
Prepare for jump to harvest.
Okay, no jabbers. No jabbers today. Deraj, thank you for resubbing. Just say Bon. That's me. My Bon. Okay, we killed a lot. 6 fighter squadrons, 2 patrol craft, 2 cruisers. We can rebuild. We can rebuild. We have the technology, but it's going to have to wait. Western Front first. Now that Han's back. Han my boogie. Oh. Get over there, Han. Han or Han?
Vehicle in production.
They use it pretty interchangeably, don't they? They've got a space station on Dagobah now. Oh, let's knock that out. Job number 1, right? Ham. Oh, it's pronounced ham. I see. Okay, thank you. Ham Solo. That makes sense. Never auto-resolve. That's a lesson I learned the very hard way. Unless you just want everything to fucking die. Right. Out of the way, Y-Wings. This is a job for cheese. What we're going to do here is we're going to send in Han Solo to fly casual, draw their fire somewhat. And then we've got our missile frigates, who are going to shoot this space station relentlessly. While Han Solo is gonna solo the lot of them. Whee! Just gonna draw their fire. He's some kind of mad diversion. There he goes. He's just absurdly tough in this game. Han Solo. He's Han Solo. Shields are already down. Yeah, his plot armor is the strongest. Now, he can't solo it on his own. He's not very good at blowing up space stations. But he is very good at getting a line of sight for other side of the battlefield shaped missile things. That's where he really excels. He's the cheese spotter. Not so strong against lightsabers to the chest. No. Which is odd, really, considering how many people survived lightsabers to the chest in the Obi-Wan series. That just seemed like a mild inconvenience, really, for them. But, yeah, real bad for Han Solo. You see, now the Y-Wings get a day off. They've earned it. This is their, like, union break. Union-mandated sit out of a battle. One in every 5 battles they get to do sweet FA. Nearly got him. Put this on fast forward. Boom. Alright, check out the next planet. What's going on over there? Right, we're going to save up our money and get a...
Invasion commencing.
We'll take Dagobah first. Yeah, the Victory must have left. Just abandoned its brand new space station. You think Mace Windu survived and he wasn't even stabbed? Yeah, I reckon Mace Windu's alive. He's alive for as long as Samuel L. Jackson is a cool guy.
Right away.
Ground battles, I'll admit, nowhere near as much fun as the space battles. I reckon he survived that fall and then just got like fucked up by some like Coruscant underworld goons because he was missing a hand and another lightsaber, even though he's like just the fucking the bestest ever. I think he died a chump's death by like some smuggler or like mafioso boss in the underworld who was like, "Oh yeah, I'll help you, Mace Windu. Just step into this trap." You know, that old chestnut. Oh my god! It's like that scene where Han Solo chases them down the Death Star and there's just a billion guys around the corner. Yikes.
Choose your reinforcements.
Bring in the heavy artillery, please. And the increased line of sight, boys. And some rocket boys. Did you notice in that Obi-Wan series, like Obi-Wan himself, every time he killed someone with a lightsaber, it was the most, like, gentlest, precise, PG lightsaber slash you've ever seen. Like, he'd always just, like, nick them across the chest, or just nick them across the arm. There were, like, 0 impalements or dismemberments. Like, he was the most calculated slash man you've ever seen in your life.
I'll follow your lead.
And I guess he learned his lesson, because a couple of years later, he was just chopping off hands in the cantina. He really changed his tune.
Form up.
You know, dismembered Anakin pretty. Had no qualms about doing that. Chopped off all his arms and legs. But then, you know, Stormtrooper, random Stormtrooper, better just nick him. Give him a little nick.
Affirmative. Reporting in.
It's the Jedi way.
I'll follow your lead. Ready. Torpedo on
It's the Disney Plus way. I'll be honest with you.
waiting instruction.
He cried and has nightmares, so that's his qualms. True, but he got over them, didn't he? He just cut that fucking guy's hand off in the cantina. Yikes.
There. On it, sir.
Where's his peace, love, and tranquility there?
Adjusting navigation. Advancing.
Oof. Bad day to be a speeder bike, I think. Do we think Prey will be graphic or cutaways when the Predators kill people? Yeah, I don't know. That's a hard one to call. I mean, I'm not a huge gore hound. I don't need stuff to be like grisly to enjoy it. All I need is things to be like consistent. You know, I can totally enjoy like Lord of the Rings, right? There's no like, well, at least not very many like brutal attacks in that, but it's great. I love it. And mostly in Star Wars, it's fine, works. But when it's when something feels like super out of place and it takes me out of the movie. You know that I'm not looking for problems, but if problems just present themselves and I notice them, it bothers me. So yeah, if a guy like swings at someone with a lightsaber, probably should chop him up. You know. And so in the new Predators film, Predators are like they got a long history of like taking trophies and messing people up real bad. So yeah, it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird if they don't do that. It's gonna take me out of the movie a little bit.
Faith is our shield.
Yeah, I know they took the landing platform behind me. That's all right. I've got all my boys. All I need to do is the artillery crawl.
Copy. Keep going. This way. Over there. T2B, copy.
Having said that, I was pleasantly surprised by Multiverse of Madness. That had some pretty fun, crazy death scenes, especially for a Marvel film. I wasn't expecting just some of the grisliness that came out of that. Even though it's like it's comic book grisliness, but it was still unexpected, and I enjoyed it because it just kind of came out of nowhere, but made sense at the same time. It was appropriate to fit that sort of like semi-horror vibe the movie had. Well, shit. There go my artillery. Come on, tanks. You got to get out of that. You got to find their base and drop the Y-wings on it. Shouldn't be doing film reviews while attacking Imperial military facilities. Rocket Boys, you got this? Rocket Boys had it! Rocket Boys held the line! Oh, and the Y-wings! The Y-wings come good. Well done, boys. Finish that boy off. What's going on down here? Oh god. Okay, we got an ATST fucking up boys. It's not gonna go my way, is it? No! Don't get stepped on! Shit. Shoot the stormtroopers, you might be able to kill them. You're distracting me with TV talk. It's my weakness. Oh my god, two more. There's two more! Take cover, boys! Oh, you have no honor, sir. I feel like that should be a war crime. Just stepping on a dude. Oof. Okay. One infantry platoon and an artillery tank. It's not so bad. We're going to need a new artillery tank, though.
Goal achieved.
That shit. Essential. Ah! 3PS back. Amazing. Mon Mothma, go get me some platforms. Some torpedo platforms. If Ewoks can beat those walkers, you've got no excuse. True. Very true. Well, we did it, didn't we? What more do you want? You know, that's a victory you can walk away from.
Vehicle in
All right, get me an assault frigate. Is there a Geneva equivalent in Star Wars? I don't think Star Wars is the kind of universe where you're supposed to ask those kind of questions. I'll be honest.
building started.
That just feels wrong. Right, what's the defences like here? Looks like Veers has moved on, as has the fleet. Should we just go for it? Go for it before the Let's just go. Get in there, boys!
Tactical battle.
Oh, the intelligence is correct for once. Okay, we can do this. It was the Alderaan convention. Oof.
Larger force doesn't always guarantee victory.
Big oof.
To your advantage and remove the defending
Right, this should be really easy, you're right.
Faith is our shield.
Because we can just do the old tried and tested now. We can use Han to... Oh my god, that thing's amazing at killing Han Solos. Turn on your invulnerability, Han Solo. Plot armor engaged. No to stepping on people, yes to blowing up planets. Yes. Those are rules I can get behind. Man. I wish they'd blown up Naboo. Instead of Alderaan. That would have been way better. Because, you know, like, they left, they gave Luke to his family, and he went to grow up on Tatooine. They could have given Leia to her family, and grown up on Naboo. Given her to, like, Padme's sister or something, right? Then, when they wanted to, like, send a message and upset Princess Leia with the Death Star interrogation, they would have blown up Naboo instead of Alderaan, and then Jar Jar Binks and all the Gungans would be dead. How about that? How about that for an alternate history? An alternate history where Jimmy Schmitz doesn't steal an orphan for personal gain. How about that? It's the we truly do live in the darkest timeline, don't we? Where good things like that just aren't allowed to happen. Yeah, I think I've seen that comic where a Stormtrooper kicks the shit out of a Gungan. I've definitely seen like a panel from it, at any rate, maybe not the whole thing. Yeah, Senator Organa just kidnaps Leia. He's just like, I want a kid, yoink. Like, is he blacklisted from, like, orphanages or adoption agencies? Because I feel like as, like, king of Alderaan, should be very easy. He should pass those exams real easy. I think he's got a shady past. If they wanted a kid so badly, they'd already have one. You know? What's he hiding? Why did he have to steal Space Jesus Kid? The Alderaan nobility are slavers? What? I thought they were meant to be like the peace, love and freedom planet. Is that true? Is that like actual canon, or is that like expanded universe? You can't just say things like that. It's really important Star Wars lore. Jeez. That can't be true. Don't they mention it in Kenobi? I think they mentioned that other planets have slavery and that Alderaan's against it. They're like campaigning against it or something. Like one of her relatives runs another planet and they do slavery there or something like that. I don't know, I can't remember. Boom! Great victory! Because they don't want the competition. Alderaan 2 is the slave planet. Alderaan 1 is the good one. Sure. Why not? They're not slaves. They're just prisoners with jobs. What do you want us to do? Have all these prisoners, all these criminals lying around not doing anything productive for society? Oof. Oof. From a certain point of view, it's not slavery. Like, Star Wars is big on that. Big on points of view. Fun fact, Sprite and Coca-Cola is canon in Star Wars. Wow. How's that canon? Did someone leave Game of Thrones style a can of Coke in shot or something one time? More boot. Thank you for resubscribing. That's very cool. I love it. Skullduggery also resubbed. Thank you very much. Actuas also resubbed. Oh my god, I missed loads of these. Thank you everyone. Spankinator, thank you so much. They say I sense something. A game I've not felt since my younger days. And welcome back to the nostalgia bubble. Thank you very much. And then Savian donated $15, which is very generous. Thank you so much, Savian. And you say, General Banobi, I've been messing around with the new DLP resin printers, and the resolution on them is incredible. Do you think companies like GW will be able to compete with home printing long term? No, they won't. I think that's why they are becoming. Their solution to home printing is to become an IP-based company rather than a miniature production company. I think that's why you're getting things like Warhammer Plus and TV shows and computer games and all that stuff is ramping up. Because ultimately, that's all they've got. If everyone can just print whatever they want at home, they've only got two things left of them. They've got their IP and they've got stores in high streets. So they can get rogue, strange passers-by and kids to buy, but long-term obsessive hobbyists will eventually have cheap and easy printers in a few years' time. So that's what they're going to do. They're going to cater towards the retail, kids market and the IP factory. You also sent a link, which I'm struggling to find. It's annoying the music. When I tab out, the music dies. I was enjoying the Star Wars background music. Let's have a look. What link have you sent me? Oh, look at that! It's teeny tiny! What is that from? That's very familiar design. Is that just like a random sci-fi buggy from a 3D printing website? Or is it from something? It's really familiar. Tiny toys are the best toys. It's very true. Battletech? Yeah, it does look maybe like a Battletech, but it's too big for a Battletech. I don't know. Surely it's easier to pirate IP than to 3D print. No, when I say IP, I mean TV shows and computer games and movies and stuff like that. Anyone can make a model, but only GW can sell you Space Marine or Adeptus Astartes, And eventually copyright law will catch up with 3D printing, right? Oh, that's the wrong one. You'll always be able to work around it, but it will get harder and harder and harder. And they will start cranking down on things that look too much like their stuff and get it taken off all those websites. And you'll still be able to get it from like shadier sites and sharing and stuff like that, but it will get more and more annoying to do. But the more annoying it becomes, the less people will do it. But we'll see. We'll see what they do. Right, what were we doing? Thank you, Savian. I'm very tempted. If I had a bit more space in my office, I would definitely get a 3D resin printer. They're really, really cool now. They're relatively affordable, and the quality is amazing. But honestly, if I tried to do the alcohol cleaning in here, I would just immediately die of the fumes. I'm in a tiny little box. Sadly, no room for it. If Star Wars is set a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, what do you think the modern day Star Wars universe is like? Well, considering that the Knights of the Old Republic is like thousands of years before the like original trilogy of Star Wars films, and it's almost identical. The technology has not changed in thousands of years, so presumably the same. Everything would stay the same. It's like a stagnant universe for some reason. But they've all got Apple earbuds. That's it. It's the future. And they wear tie-dye. And they're ruled by Emperor Skywalker the 14th. Who is being overthrown by a young upstart rebel called Johnny Palpatine. And his good old friend, Mr. Bilbo Calrissian, is there too. Because it's a tiny universe. And there's only 5 families allowed. Anyone else, you're an NPC. It's just an endless cycle of Skywalkers fighting Palpatines, apparently. Nothing else of any kind of interesting is allowed to happen. You know you want it anyway, even though it's garbage. That's it. Guzzle it up. Do it. Right, we've conquered the fleet around Biss. What should we do now? Should we land troops? Look at all these mines. They've got so many mines and so many factories. This is going to be a slaughter. This is going to be a meat grinder. We're going to Omaha Beach this shit. Because each one of these factories produces squadrons of ATSTs. So even though he hasn't got very much of a garrison, there's going to be wave after wave of ATSTs. We have to knock out these factories ASAPs. So actually, we might wait for the torpedo wagons to come. I think we need them. Without proper support, this invasion's dead in the water. Which one's better, KOTOR 1 or KOTOR 2? I loved KOTOR 1. No, that's Knights of the Old Republic for the level 4 nerds who haven't quite reached level 5 Star Wars nerd status. But I didn't finish KOTOR 2 because the beginning was super boring and long. That fucking space station sucked real bad. Apparently there's a mod that lets you skip that part that is really popular. So I should go back. I should go back and finish 2. But I haven't. And apparently like loads of content got cut out of 2. There's another mod that like brings back the cut content. It's probably worth checking out as well. What am I doing? I need a plan. I can't just sit here and wait for missiles. That's a terrible plan. But it's actually probably what we're going to do. Can we build anything else? No, Hoth is full. No more building on Hoth. Maniac. We did finish the nipple cannon. Well, maybe we should focus on the Eastern Front for a moment and build a fleet worthy of destroying Nal Hutta. We'll need a missile boat. And obviously we'll need more Y-Wings. Oh, the Emperor. Oh, yikes. The Empire just took Korriban. Okay, move the fleet back to defend Mon Calamari. And the army. Okay. We still don't have the truck. Okay, we've got the cruiser, but the cruiser's actually not what we need now. Shit. What else should we build? What's the difference between these two corvettes? That one's good against little things. Should put a couple of Corellian, whatever they're called, Corellian gunboats. Why not?
Construction complete.
Y-wing squadron reporting.
Get over there.
Assault frigate here.
The assault frigate's ready. Amazing.
Tactical battle.
Uh-oh. No time for assault frigates. Old Captain Piet. It's an older meme, sir, but it checks out. He's here with his big space triangle and his little space triangle friends. It's an older meme, but it checks out guy. Remember him? What else does he say and do? He's just the guy who hangs around and gets promoted all the time when everyone else dies. He's the one who's like, intensify forward firepower! And then the A-Wing smashes into the bridge. Can we fight this? He's the one who doesn't get strangled. Yeah, exactly. I guess he did crash into the Death Star, but that was after he died. His corpse crashed into the Death Star. Shit, an Imperial, a Victory, and 2 Acclamators. They don't have many escorts, and we do have 10 Y-Wings. If we can get in there fast, we might be able to knock out a lot of these. But this Imperial Star Destroyer will rip our Nebulon Bees to fucking shreds. I think we'll give it a go. It should be a cool battle. Oh, whoops. Okay, so
Armed and ready.
annoyingly you have to number everything every time. Right, we're going to pull back the missile frigates.
Engines
Number
activated.
the Nebs.
Awaiting orders.
Number the Y-Wings.
All right, Your Highness. Ready.
Number Han Solo. Still no Antilles.
At your command. Reporting.
What have we got in reserve? We've got 1 Neb in reserve. Okay. Do we just charge them before they can launch all of their TIE fighters? Is that the new plan? I think that's the plan.
Copy.
Full attack.
Proceeding to coordinates.
We're running reporting.
Awaiting instructions.
Full attack before they can scramble all their TIEs.
We are detecting multiple ships entering from hyperspace.
Oh my god! There's too many of them! Right, gotta go. Han, take out the TIEs. Corvettes, take out the TIEs. Nebs. Pound the Victory until you knock out its hangar bay. Also, missile frigates on the Victory. Bomber Y-Wings. How many Y-Wing squadrons do you think it's going to take to knock out the Imperial's hangar bay? Do I just chuck everything at it? Or do I, like, split them? Actually, before we do anything, the Y-Wings, ion cannon the Victory. 4 per hard point. Okay.
Fire at will. Your orders?
Let's grab this 4 then.
Ready.
And knock out. Right, I think if we can strip all the hangar bays, we're going to be okay. That's my dream.
Systems online.
Concentrating fire.
Form up. Direct
Rut-rows. Move! Oh, these missile frigates are getting fucked up. Okay. The Imperial
Bombers reporting in.
has lost its hangar bay. The Victory is dead in the water. One of the missile things is down. This guy's lost his hangar bay.
Y-wing here.
Let's knock out this guy's hangar bay. And
Weapons charged.
finish him. Overcharge shields. Overcharge shields. Oh, amazing. The engines are down. Perfect. Okay. Well, let's just get out of here. Now that their engines are down. Oh! Oh my god. Now that we've literally taken out all of their fighter cover. Oh, it's open season for Y-Wings. Get in there, boys. Come on, where am I? Show me the Y-Wings. God, the bloody cameraman never knows what to look at. Oh. Fucking hell. Oh, he's retreating! He's retreating! He's afraid! Everyone attack! Full attack! All weapons! Woo! Oh man, yeah, I should have pulled those mortar cruisers back. They're pretty weenie. Ooh. Caught in a nebula ambush. 30 Y-Wings descended. Alpha striked all the hangar bays. No TIE fighters could launch. Woo! Feels good. Feels real good. Swift and decisive. Bring up that assault frigate now, please, sir. Have to save up some. Ah, the artillery's here. Excellent. Okay, ready to launch ground assault. Oh, I'm playing this on. This is just on Steam. I'm playing the Steam version.
Invasion commencing.
Here we go. The battle for Beasts. I think the locals are going to be hostile. They are. Okay. Look, I know they might look like civilians, but they are armed. And they are resisting freedom. So, fire at will, boys.
Choose your reinforcements.
Drop in a Han Solo. And a C-3PO. And some rocket boys. That's it. Get out of here. Now, look, freedom's really important, guys. Freedom at any price. Honestly, like, it's really important. You can never have too much freedom in this galaxy. You just gotta trust me. I'm the kind of the expert on freedom here. So just trust me. And just to make sure this freedom is really secured, we're going to have to destroy this checks notes human dwelling. That doesn't feel good. That doesn't feel good at all. But Chewie, stop asking questions. Fucking do it before those collaborators cause any more damage. Oh, yikes! Evade! Duck, dive, and dodge! Where the hell did Han go? Oh, there he is. Right, we lost one squad of rocket boys. Now we'll pull back to the healing. The healing embrace. Alright, where's... They can repair a tank. Come on, R2. Fix it up. What does the tooltip say? It says, capture the planet to gain immediate income. Destroy all Empire land forces to win. Local humans are allied with our enemies. Destroying them and our structures will go a long way to helping our cause. The tooltips made me do the massacre, alright? Don't blame me. Blame the tooltips. Put an anti-vehicle turret there, I think. Right, missile boys in the sandbags. It's a good position to hold with the healing back to tank. R2 and 3PO, you get over there too. Yeah, I know it didn't work at Nuremberg, but they didn't have tooltips back then, right? It's different. It's different with tooltips.
Construction complete.
Right, the Y-Wings are ready to bombard, so let's get one of our little hover tanks to go and have a poke around. See if we can find their base. They were doing their freedom wrong, alright? So, freedom and justice for my new alliance. There must be a base around here somewhere. Ah! Oh, that's a mine. First factory we see gets Y-winged. Ow. Please stop. No, it's another mine. No. Oh god. Oh no! They got anti-tank tanks! Just spam! Spam drop bombs! Just carpet bomb. Civilians. Civilians. That's right. No heroes here. They're all civilians. Yeah, this is just a training exercise, guys. I don't know what you're getting so upset about. Right, Han and Chewie. You're gonna have to
Reinforcements cancelled.
You're gonna have to secure me another landing zone, guys. Go get it. Yeah, it works better in text. I'll admit that. It doesn't roll off the tongue as well as you'd like. So we've got our force commander. He's gonna get in this little bunker as well.
I'm in this for the money. Come on.
Do I love that Festus is the new Chaos Lord, or did you hope for someone else? I mean, I couldn't name another, like, Nurgle boy, to be honest. I'm really glad they're doing a Chaos Warrior Lord for each of the gods. That's really cool. I like that a lot. Chewie stole a tank, which is always fun. And then they blew up their own tank, which buys me just enough time for missile boys. Get them, missile boys. Now get the building. It's an enemy base. It's the terrorists live in there. They're resisting peace. All right, we told you. Stop resisting peace. We fight for the people. Stop resisting us. We're on your side. All right, Han and Chewie, you need to get the fuck out of that right now. Oh my god, they've got so many tanks. Fall back. These rocket boys are working hard. I'll give them that.
Roger that. Course plotted.
Loud and clear.
Okay, Han and Chewie, get in the back to tank, please. Okay, rocket boys are doing a stand-up job, to be honest. Well done, rocket boys. Ah! Factory spotted. No, it's not a factory, it's another flipping mine. Here's the factory.
Adjusting navicomputer.
Okay, get back here. Spot for these bombers. Okay, now get out.
Gold Squadron commencing attack. Waiting orders. Forward! Right away.
Okay, we're just about holding on to these landing zones. It's going okay.
Ready for battle.
Ready to roll.
Let's take those build pads. Right, don't want to fight that thing. It's got a really strong anti-tank gun.
Constructing.
Rocket boys, please. Very good. Very good indeed. I have to admit though, I've not read all the new updates for the Total War Chaos stuff. I've seen who the Lords are, but I'm just going to wait till I can play it.
Complete.
I don't really like reading rules and updates teasers like weeks away before I can play. You're just listening, not really watching, and from the audio alone, I thought Ben switched to the Empire. What do you mean? I'm the good guys. I don't understand why they're resisting me. I bring them freedom and justice,
Let's move out.
not evil order and stability. Yuck. No. Chaotic freedom. That's what I'm all about. Oh my god, there's an ATST factory right next to my landing zone. Right, well, guess what's getting bombed first?
Ready. Computers locked on
Okay.
target.
God, the Y-Wings are the real heroes of the land battles, aren't they?
Target's locked.
Right, we wouldn't get much done without these boys. Go on then. The lone surviving ATST. Come to me. Come to my garrison.
Up. Let's go.
We got rockets for you. Oh. Do we just wait for all the Y-Wings in the world? Seems a bit lame, doesn't it? Let's not do that.
Yes, sir.
Let's grab all the universe's greatest heroes and grab another landing zone.
Yes, Commander. Fall out, troops.
Okay. That's exactly what the Empire would say. That's pretty much what
Choose
anyone trying to justify their wars says, right?
Destination received.
I guess it's just the Empire and the fascists declare a lot more wars than anyone else. So it sounds like them.
Wait, sir. E2B over. Reporting.
Alright. Artillery. Bring up the heavy artillery.
E2B, copy.
It's a real shame I've got to destroy these mines, you know. Because I want to use them. Oh, the Y-Wings didn't finish the job.
I copy. Weapons ready.
did the Empire ever do for us? The Empire are obviously horribly evil bad guys. But I bet if you lived on one of like the core worlds, where everything was fine, and there weren't any genocides, you would probably think the rebels were a bunch of troublemakers. And that the Empire was fine, and what's all the fuss about? Because you don't see all the atrocities. Come on, Chewie. Give it to him. Oh, Rut-Row. Rut-Row. Don't blow up my missile tanks! You son of a bitch! Come on. Get it. Get it before it can kill my thing! Don't kill my thing! I need my thing! Oh, you've done it now, you fucking pricks.
Roger that.
There's a story like that in Star Wars Resistance. Really? That's surprising, because I thought that was like a super kids show. You wouldn't have thought they'd get a bit more complex like that.
Y-wing standing by.
Okay, we're almost done this.
We've lost the
Gold squadron commencing attack.
Actually, you know what? Speaking of, I've been meaning to watch the Clone Wars for years, and I finally got around to it. I started watching it with my boy, so we're only watching like 2 or 3 episodes a week. So I've only watched like the first 5 or 6. And man, the Clone Wars film, is so bad, but the first few episodes of season 1 are just so much better. It's like a completely different writing and animation team. It's like they were made by different people. And it's insane. Like, I remember watching that film when it, like, maybe a year after it first came out, and I was like, oh, this is garbage. I'll never watch this show. But the show is way better than that film. The Tarkovsky one. No. I mean it's the same sort of 3D animation style as the rest of the Clone Wars series, and it's basically just 4 episodes strapped together, where they have the little baby Jabba the Hutt.
control achieved.
So yeah, no, the Tarkovsky, jeez, I can't say that. The 2D animation one was just real silly and real fun, and I liked it a lot. It was insane, but it was cool. The 3D animated one, yeah, that first film, complete trash, put me off from ever watching it. And then years later, everyone kept telling me that it gets a lot better. So I went back, and it's not bad. And apparently it's going to get better. Apparently season 1's just kind of, and then it gets better from there. So I'm going to keep watching it with my boy and see how it goes. I'm into it. People keep talking about chronological order, but I think I might just watch them in the order they came out. I don't mind having some, flashbacks and stuff. What day is the Warhammer Elden Ring stream on? It's always on Wednesdays today, but Tom couldn't make it today, so it's just me instead. But we'll be back next Wednesday as normal. But yeah, I would say that it is still a kids' show. At least season 1, from what I've seen, is. But I've heard the later seasons, not so much. I guess it grew up with its audience, right? So, if you started watching it when you were 8, and then you get to season 7, you're going to be 15. So those later seasons are going to be like, young adult level. Can we have What's New in Warhammer with just Ben this week? It's going to be real short. There's nothing. There's nothing new in Warhammer this week. I had a little look, and honestly, there's just nothing to talk about. Think of it like TNG. Season 1 was finding its footing. Season 2 made changes. And from then on in Season 3 it gets really good. Okay. I have to admit, if I was ever going to go back and rewatch TNG, I would definitely just probably only watch 2 or 3 episodes from Season 1. Skip almost all of them. The new Warcry Boys. We looked at the new Warcry Boys last week. Or the week before. Whenever it was they previewed them. Yeah, GW knew Tom was taking the day off. That's exactly right. The newest thing in Warhammer is the Let's Play of the new Nurgle Legendary Lord. Yeah, I've already seen all the new... I got like a preview build of the new Chaos Warriors. I'm not allowed to stream it yet. So I've seen all the new stuff. So we'll just wait. We'll wait till I can play it and we can all watch it together. It's not new to me yet, but I don't even know what I'm allowed to talk about. That's the problem. I've got a lot of like stuff I can't talk about until certain dates, and I feel like if I start looking at some of the new stuff, I'll forget what of the new stuff I'm not allowed to talk about, and then I'll get in trouble. So, and Tom and I also never cover that stuff. We just play it when we can play it. Sketch This Wave has resubbed. Thank you very much, Sketch This Wave. I appreciate it. Right, we've conquered Biss. This was the dream. We're right next to Coruscant. Look at that. What are we going to do here? Should we dig in? Should we build like a little should we get like a space station going and a barracks?
Constructing.
We should definitely get Han into space. That's for sure. Get the boys on the ground. And tell us secrets we won't tell CA. Some fucker will. One of you out there would just love to dob me in for breaking an NDA. I know it. I know what you're like. I trust all of you except you, that one person. You're the one that can't be trusted. You know who you are. Everyone else, super fucking cool. That one person's ruining it for the rest of you. Think about what you were gonna do, / did,
Unit in
/
production.
want to do.
Unit in production.
What do we actually need here? An assault frigate, 3 nabs, 2 corvettes, 9 Y-wings. It's pretty good. If we just get another missile boys
Vehicle
on
in
the go.
production.
What's CA? CA is Creative Assembly, the company that makes Total War Warhammer. Well, and all the Total Wars, I suppose. How defended is Coruscant? They've got a Victory class, 3 escorts, and a Tier 3 space station. Have I seen the Nagash mod? No! I didn't know there was a Nagash mod. Is it good, or is it just a random legendary lord? Like, have they actually made like a cool, fun faction out of it? Tier 3 space station is actually like pretty baller. It's for Total War 2. It's got a cool campaign. Ooh, well, I fucking love Nagash. I might give that a go. That sounds cool. Do you know who the Zinch Lord will be?
Faith is our
No.
shield.
I don't know anything about that. Summers resubs. Thank you so much. Holy childhood Batman. I love this game, especially with mods. People keep talking about mods. What are the good mods? What's everyone's favourite mods? Right, well, we can't attack here until we've got more missile frigates to bombard that station with. Thrawn's Revenge and the Awakening of the Rebellion. Oh, I see. What do they do? What's the shtick?
Construction complete.
Oh, let's build tanks.
New construction options available. Building started.
Marauder cruiser here.
Beginning construction.
Alright, Mon Mothma's giving me the discount building. Here come the missile frigates. Should we just go for glory? Or should we build Mon Calamari cruisers first? We need a lot more money before we can build Mon Cals.
Vehicle in production.
This is just the base game. I don't like how in Forces of Corruption the third faction kind of dominates. I don't want to be spending 2/3 of my time fighting random scumbags. I want to fight Empires versus Rebels. Do you know what I mean? I feel like they overdid it. They made the third faction too prominent. I do want some big pickles. Let's build big pickles. Oh, I kind of want to just smash into Corellia. Should we take Corellia? It's only got an asteroid base. Let's just start making money. So we can build pickles. Space pickles cost money, you know.
Construction complete.
Space pickles don't build themselves, guys. You gotta know that.
Critical battle imminent.
We'll conquer a couple of pirate worlds and use that money to build the space pickle.
Your orders?
Alright, well, we'll hold back the fighters.
Use tactics to your advantage and remove the defending position.
Heading to destination. Loud and clear. Reporting in. What's up?
Okay.
We can do
Escorts up front. Neb.
that. Yes, sir. Yes, Commander. Engine.
Oh, and the assault frigate. I forgot we had the assault frigate. That's fun. So this is a weird design ship, but I kind of like it. I've got used to it because it's in the Star Wars Armada miniatures game. It's for a long time it was like a really prominent ship, the assault frigate. So I didn't like it when I first saw it, but now I've played so much with the miniature that I've got used to it, and it feels like normal Star Wars to me now. You know, this guy. 'Cause I don't think it's in any of the films, but it's kind of cool. Right, where's this asteroid base?
Marauder cruiser here.
Okay, missile the shield generator. I think it's a background ship on Endor. Is it? Oh my god. If that's true, then you've out Star Wars'd me, sir. Well done. That's no mean feat. But I think you're wrong. But I'm not 100% sure, so we'll look it up. We'll go to the Wikipedia after this space battle. We'll settle this once and for all. The space blimp. It does look a bit like a space blimp. See if we can get a cool shot of it. Yes. Oh, it's in Rogue One. This game's older than Rogue One. In fact, I think it appeared in Star Wars Supremacy, which is a lot like this game, but without the cool 3D space battles. It's like a spreadsheet galaxy conquest simulator from the 90s. And it's fucking awesome, but borderline unwatchable. And it was in that game. So maybe that was its first appearance? Or maybe it was in some random comic. I don't know. Right, really good position here. Every time they send in fighters, the corvettes just wreck them. And the missiles are just raining death. while Han keeps everyone busy. Americans call it rebellion. That's true. It's called Star Wars Supremacy in Europe and Star Wars Rebellion in the US because I guess you guys are more rebellion loving than supremacy loving. There's some kind of historical precedent there, I'm sure. But I guess we'll never know. Han is getting a bit beat up. You're right. We'll pull him back. Bring in the Y-Wings! It is funny when American stuff gets different names. It happens quite often, more often than you think. Like everyone knows about the Harry Potter renaming, right? Where the Philosopher's Stone is called the Wizard's Stone in America. Because marketing departments think Americans too dumb to know what a philosopher is. And Brandon Sanderson's Mistborn, the first book, Final Empire, is different. I think in the US it's just called Mistborn. And the tagline is Final Empire. And everywhere else it's called The Final Empire, Book 1 of Mistborn. I might have that the wrong way around. Because, again, marketing departments worried that Americans would go, The Final Empire? But I haven't read The First Empire! So I don't know if Americans dumb or if American marketing departments are just like really underestimating the public. American here can confirm we dumb. Didn't they change where Harry Potter lived? I didn't know about that. I've not read the US version. Who am I kidding? I've not read either of the books. I support marketing IT teams, so I work with a lot of marketers. Can confirm marketers are dumb. Isn't it also the author's fault? They could veto the change. I think in some cases they can't veto the change. The publisher gets to pick that. Unless they're like quite a big famous author, the publisher has all the power in that situation. But I think also as an author, you kind of trust your publisher and your marketing team that you know how to write and they know how to sell, so you would just go, okay, if you think that's best. I wouldn't blame them for that. They even renamed an entire console. That's true. They did it for everything, right? The Sega Mega Drive was called the Sega Genesis in America for some reason, and the Super Nintendo was, I think in Japan it was called the Super Famicom, and then they renamed it Super Nintendo for US. If it's like films, buying the rights to a property's name is almost as much as the rest of the IP, so movies get bought, but not their names. So you have to rename them internationally. That's a fucking weird way of doing it. Huh. Which came first, the dumbening or the dumb? Oh, right. Are people dumb because they're treated... If you treat people like they're dumb, do they become dumb? The American SNES looks ugly as sin. True. The European Super Nintendo console is just a way prettier little box than the ugly American one. Like, jeez. I don't know what they were thinking on that one. That's bizarre. You think Genesis sounds less clunky and exotic? Oh, man. Would you rather have a Genesis or a Mega Drive? Come on. There's no competition there at all. I'll take a Mega Drive over a Genesis any day of the week. Britain doesn't belittle basic knowledge on TV like America does. What do you mean? What does America... How does America belittle basic knowledge? I need more explanation on that one. What's that? I grew up playing the snares with my cousin in Germany. When I was 16, I saw the American version. I was genuinely appalled by how much blander it looks. It's true. It wasn't even the genesis of anything. It was the second Sega console. True. Yeah, it's just a nonsense word, isn't it? What is a Mega Drive, though? A Mega Drive? Oh, it's the best drive. What more do you need to know? Oh, in Germany, the first Mistborn book is not called The Final Empire. I presume because it would translate to The Last Reich. Yikes! Yeah, don't call your book that. What? That's a marketing win. That the German marketing team knew their audience. Well done. What did they call it instead? Just Mistborn. Okay. Nibelborn. That makes sense. Good choice. Oh, I missed some messages. We got distracted by language chat. Dr. Von Strangle has donated $9 and doesn't even leave a message. Thank you, Dr. Von Strangle. What a fucking name as well. He's my favourite villain now. Ah, yes, welcome to dinner. I'm Dr. Von Strangle. Sleep tight. Don't let the hands bite. What a guy. I can imagine him already. He's got a monocle, and he's got, like, creepy leather driving gloves. What a boy. Thank you, Dr. Von Strangle. I'll be seeing you soon, I'm sure. Dr. Von Strangle also donated $12 again. Second donation. Super generous, thank you. And says, always entertaining for the right reasons? What is that a reference to? I hope it's always for the right reasons. He kills by shooting, not by strangling. He just walks up and goes, good evening, I'm Dr. Von Strangle. And he, like, puts on his gloves. And then as soon as they, like, you know, get ready to protect themselves, he's just like, bang! You didn't see that coming, did you? I subverted your expectations, Dr. Jones. What a boy. Thank you, Dr. Von Strangle. Does he laugh backwards? Oh, yeah, he does. Of course he does. He's a classic.
Take me into battle.
Immortal Irumj. Thank you, dude. You've used your Twitch Prime, and I appreciate that very much. Those free Bezos bucks. They're very, very tasty. Also, Summers has donated $9, which is very generous. Thank you, Summers. And they say, adios, Ben. Off to play Icons soon. Perfectly rolled Nightcrawler, but real dumb. Enjoy the Star Warsing. What's Icons? Is that like a tabletop RPG? When you say Nightcrawler, is that a class? Or have you rolled like a character who's basically like Nightcrawler from the X-Men? Have you got a telepopper? Thing is, if you're a telepopper, you want to be a smart one. You want to be smart enough to use the most OP teleport strat known to man. Like Azazel did in X-Men First Class, where he just grabs someone, teleports 200 feet into the air, lets go, and then teleports back down to the ground, grabs someone else, and teleports back into the sky again, and just does that 20 times. He's only there for a split second. There's not enough time to shoot him or grab him, and then suddenly it just starts raining bodies. Like, holy shit. How doesn't Nightcrawler just solo everything? You don't even have to be that smart to do that, actually. That's just like... It's just the first trick you should learn. He's a Nightcrawler like in Always Sunny. Oh, that's a very different character. But I'm still on board. It's D&D, but with superheroes. You roll everything, including stats, origin story, number, strength, type, and powers, and numbers of skills. Ah. A lot of mutants can fly. That's a good point. Doesn't work on a flying mutant, does it? But, you know, wipe out everyone else. Easy peasy. Like, you could wipe out most of the X-Men in 5 seconds. You know, as long as Professor X has been Professor X'd. Like, the classic team of, like, Cyclops, Jean Grey, Beast, Wolverine, Colossus, Storm. Storm, you'd have trouble with Storm. But first 5, they're all dead. Dead in 10 seconds. And then Storm is trickier. Don't know how you teleport Storm to death. You could teleport her underwater. Like, do you have to be able to see where you're teleporting to? I can't remember. But if you just grab her and then teleport under the ocean and then teleport away. Wolverine. I guess Wolverine would come back, wouldn't he? He'd fall 1,000 feet, break all his bones. Or not break his bones. Just, like, pulp his body. And then 5 minutes later get back up again. So you'd have to teleport him into space. But even then, you drown him. You do him with the underwater thing to Wolverine as well. Wolverine can drown. He doesn't die, but he just goes, like, dormant. If you can get him out of the water and, like, drain his lungs, he comes back to life. But I'm pretty sure if you just leave him at the bottom of the ocean, he's fucked. I mean, I've not read 1,000 books. 1,000 comic books. So maybe there's that one episode where he drowned and was fine. I don't know. You wouldn't want to teleport into space. Yeah, good point. Let's stick with the ocean. You bring with you a steel box filled with water and bulletproof glass, and then you just stack people in there. So he's got like this trailer. He just walks around with this trailer that's got like room for 10 people in it, and it's just like a Houdini box that's like super strong and can't be smashed. And then if he ever gets attacked, he's just like poof, 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 and then this box is full of everyone who's trying to attack him. There you go. It's a perfect move. And then he's just got like a box of corpses he's got to deal with. There you go. That's what you do with your character now. You just invest in the bulletproof water box. You go to SeaWorld or something, I guess, and you get one of those like whale enclosures, and you put it on wheels. Or if you've got like the teleport power, like in what was that one with Hayden Christensen, where he could teleport, and Samuel L. Jackson was trying to stop him from teleporting for some reason. Jumper, that's the one. If you've got the Jumper teleport power, where you can go to just... Is it anywhere you've been? Or anywhere you... Like he has a photo of somewhere and then he can go there. I forget what the rules were. But if you've got that kind of teleporting, then you just carry, like, you have a locket around your neck of your loved one, but actually it's just a picture of your, like, death tank. And then you can go there. And you don't even need to drag it around with you. You just have it underground somewhere. And you can make it real big then. You don't even have to empty it out or drain it. You just have room for like hundreds of bodies. Fuck it, make it SeaWorld. Why not? You see, you know, they just don't think enough about using their powers. Oh, okay, so in this roleplay you can make two-way portals. So you can trap people in corridors. And you roll the range of a few miles. Oh my god. That's so powerful. You just need to like level up your reaction speed now. You need like Spider-Man level reactions and you'll be like unbeatable. If you can just like always win initiative and drop people into never-ending portals. Holy shit. That's amazing. No, I think we've probably had enough of a diversion. Precog teleporter, most OP superpower ever. Yeah, I think so. If you combine spider sense with jumper powers, I don't think you can lose. He has an 8 out of 10 prowess, which is also dodging, and it's a D6 system. Oh, there you go, man. Just think first, and get your death tank ready. You'll be fine. And maybe you want to have a like a pocket scuba set, you know, like a little thing you can put on your face to breathe underwater, just in case you get dragged into the portal with them, and then you can like and survive for a few seconds. Or, you know, don't ruin your roleplay with a stupid idea. That's another option, but I'll leave that one up to you. Just always wear a diving suit. That could be your costume. You know, you've got like this Victorian era metal diving suit. And that's like your battle armor. And you're called like, you know, the deep sea diver. They must, like a Big Daddy. Yes. And you stomp around like a Big Daddy, and people think that you're just like this big tanky boy, but actually you just send people to Davy Jones's locker, which is a euphemism for the 3 foot of water in your basement. Yeah, it's perfect. It doesn't have to be a real diving suit. You can make it out of aluminium or something, so it's not heavy. And then just stomp around as if it's heavy, and then people will think you're slow, you know? They won't expect you to be fast. You just do like exaggerated moonwalking steps as you're like stomping around. Yeah, like a cosplay suit. Exactly. Right, we got super distracted. We're meant to be bringing freedom to the galaxy. So let's do that. Let's rescue Corellia from the space pirates.
Right away. Gunboat here, sir.
Invasion commencing.
Do you think the Corellians are going to help us? Or are we going to have to force... Oh, brilliant. We don't have to force freedom on the Corellians. It's because Han Solo's here. There is people. It's easier than the Kessel Run. Hang on a minute. Oh, shit. One of these is wrong. They were meant to be artilleries. Oopsie. Okay. Get the infantry to take those build pads. Han and Chewie aren't going to be able to take the other landing pad. We're going to have to get the Corellians to do it. Come on then, you damn dirty Corellians. Get me a landing zone. Do it for freedom. I bring you freedom. What more do you want?
Yes, sir. Adjusting navigation.
Go get them. Artillery and missile boys. Okay, there you go. Look, you fight for your freedom, you get support. You just, you know, the rebellion helps those who helps themselves to freedom. Okay, so we're taking this. This landing zone is being taken. This landing zone is being taken. Okay, you damn dirty apes. Let's artillery these boys. Blammo. I kind of love these artillery platforms. Each one of these is a proton torpedo launcher. So you're just carpet bombing with ship-to-ship warheads. Like, what a baller play. I don't know why I love that so much. It just seems ridiculous. And they come with these little spotter doodads who can go, where's the base? There it is. Bring in the Y-Wings. Whee! Yeah, it's an all-you-can-eat freedom buffet. All you have to do is bring a plate. And by plate, I mean gun.
We've secured a build pad.
Okay.
Take me into battle.
This is feeling one.
Right away.
Keegnar! Thank you for the 300 bits, Keegnar! That's very cool.
Need any assistance?
No comment either.
Commander?
No little message. Just freedom bits. Nothing says freedom like carpet bombing. Too true. Spoken like a man after my heart. Oh, the Y-Wings missed. Oh, there we go. The the land-to-land torpedo bombardment finished the job. Perfect. Oh, they come in. Oh, lordy, they come in. Fire torpedoes, full spread. Oh, they're going for the landing zone. Oh, that's alright. Chewie, get ready to steal. I want you to steal that thing. Get in there. Yeah. Easy. You see, when you help yourself to freedom, very few Bothans have to die. It's only when you resist freedom that shit gets messy. And there'll be a lesson to the galaxy. Or something. Which means we can take Nalhata. Hello. Can we steal something from Palpy, please?
Artillery online.
Tactical battle imminent.
Right, well, they got all the freedom they can eat. As long as they pay their taxes to support the, freedom movement. It's fine. But you wouldn't not pay your taxes, right? It's not very freedom-y. Freedom and free, boys. Freedom costs money. So just, pay. Pay your freedom bucks. You wouldn't download a tax. You wouldn't. You would never download your taxes. Oh, look, that missile turret we built is still here. Amazing. Come on, Han. Do your thing. Whee! You know, the Han Solo movie, I quite enjoyed it. I know it gets a really bad rap, and it's not great. I think it's fun space adventure, and I think it gets more criticism than it deserves. But, having said that, it's got some real stupid shit in it, doesn't it? I do hate all of the, explanations you get in that film. Where did Han get his gun from? Some guy gave it to him. Where did Han get his cool name? Some guy gave it to him. Where did Han meet Chewie? Some guy just threw him in Chewie's pit. If you can get past that dumb shit, the film's quite funny. But the thing I hate the most, if I had to pick one thing to hate, even though I quite enjoyed the film, where did Han get his dice from? The dice you never noticed were there before, but were there the whole time. No, the thing that bugs me the most is that the Millennium Falcon used to be like a space big rig. It's basically like before the Han Solo film came out. The reason for the Millennium Falcon's pointy prow and the hole in the middle is that it's basically like a forklift truck. So it's one of those big trucks. It's a massive engine that can haul a huge trailer. So the Millennium Falcon goes in and pokes its pokers into the big cargo container, and then takes it on a cross-galaxy planet haul from one place to the other. It's essentially, he's taken a big rig truck, and he's turned it into a hot rod, and that's cool. It's a cool, souped-up big rig. But it's not now in the Han Solo film. It's got that stupid escape pod in there, and it's like a pleasure yacht cruise thing.
Invasion commencing.
And that bit in the middle is an escape pod, and they've ruined it. They fucking ruined it. It was like this piece of junk that looked like shit because it was a big rig, but actually he souped it up. And now it's just Lando's pleasure yacht missing its escape pod. Sag.
G2B, copy.
Choose your reinforcements.
What do we need? Probably rocket boys. We always need some rocket boys. Lando made a pleasure ship out of a pickup truck. Oh! Right, so he tried to turn it into like a party sexmobile, and then Han turned it into a hot rod. Okay, that's a bit better. Shit, the Slug Boys don't want freedom! I'm pretty sure the Slug Boys pay people to fight for them, right? Slug Boys aren't charging the front lines themselves. They don't really look like great fighters. I don't want to generalize about an entire species, but pretty big, aren't they? Pretty big boys. And I always thought Jabba was like a big fat guy, but apparently it's an entire race of big fat guys. I always thought most Hutts would be skinny. You know, like Jabba was like Marlon Brando. That is one thing Star Wars does real bad. If there's an alien in Star Wars, their entire race does what that alien does. You know, like Greedo. He's a Rhodian, and he's a bounty hunter. So now, all Rhodians are bounty hunters. They're an entire planet of bounty hunters. It's so dumb. Yeah, the monoculture. Hate it. And all planets have one biome. Yeah, exactly. It's less of a problem in the new stuff. I'll admit that. In the old expanded universe, it was super prevalent. But from what limited stuff I've seen of the new canon, it's less of an issue. Is biome the right word, or is that just a Minecraft word? That we've, like, repurposed? Or is it a real, like, geography term? I have no idea. It's a real word. Okay, cool. Didn't want to be a dumb Minecraft boy. And I'm not in that one example. Well then, blow up the hut palace. Blammo. Stop resisting freedom! Fuck's sake, guys. This mission's a bit of a meat grinder, isn't it? Holy shit. Oh, my tanks are dead. Right. Okay, Han, get in there. And stun them all. And then run away. See ya. I'm getting that back to tank, please. While I
Choose your reinforcements.
call in some artillery.
Destination received.
Capacity.
I think Disney learned a lot of the wrong lessons from the Han Solo movie.
Standing by, sir.
I think they're much more risk averse now after that, which is a real shame. I'd love to see like more recasting and you know, going back and telling older stories with different actors. That'd be cool. Doing some weirder stuff. What is Bacta? Oh, it's just like magic water that heals you. I don't know if it's got like nano machines in it or like bacteria or something. But you know, think of it as space leeches. blue milk. What if it's green milk? What if that's why Luke gets it straight from the titty? That's where Bacta comes from. Bacta is berry milk. Plot twist. Where the fuck is this base? Alright, I'm sending out a probe. Meet Moop. Yeah, more like Star Wars stories, like Rogue One. Well, not exactly like Rogue One. I had issues with Rogue One, but yeah, more just random stories. That'd be cool. I guess that's what hopefully the Andor TV show will be like. Perhaps. Yeah, I'd love to see more stuff that doesn't involve the Skywalkers. I completely agree with that. Yeah, I was disappointed with Kenobi. There's some really good stuff in the Kenobi show. I liked parts of it, but honestly, I think you could cut it down to like an hour and a half or 2 hour movie, and it would be pretty good. But 6 hours, there was not 6 hours of good stuff in there for sure. I have a feeling that they probably made a movie script, and then they were told it had to be a Disney Plus, and then they're like, oh shit, okay, I guess we can add more stuff in. You know, I feel like it was one of those moments.
Loud and clear.
It would be nice if the Obi-Wan show was more about Obi-Wan. You know?
Let's move out.
That'd be crazy. That was one of the only like new Star Wars projects I was excited for. Everything else I was like, ugh, okay,
Let's go.
probably going to be terrible. But I really wanted Obi-Wan to be good.
Keep going.
Take it easy.
Yes, sir.
And I would have preferred it as a movie. I mean, a series could have been good. There could have, I can imagine a version of the series that I'd really like. But that wasn't it. And that's it now. It's done. You know, we're not going to get it again. That's the one. We had one shot,
Awaiting orders.
and it was just kind of okay. And I wanted it to be great. Anyway, enough complaining. I think we've done quite well for complaining, actually. Considering we're playing a Star Wars game, I think I've been very restrained, and we've been mostly positive. So let's cap off the complaining. Maybe someone will buy Star Wars from Disney and we can get another go. Yikes. I don't think anyone else can afford it, to be totally honest. I don't think another single other, even if Disney wanted to sell it, I don't think a single other place could afford it. And who would you want to buy it? Fucking Sony? No thanks. I think I'd probably rather never see a Star Wars again than watch a Sony Star Wars universe. Oh shit, hand died. I was not paying enough attention. Fuck. Deploy more troops. Can we nationalize Star Wars? Do you know how terrible a fucking group committee Star Wars would be? Oh. God, I can't believe we're having to carpet bomb the huts. Oh, it can be. It can be worse than what we have. It can be so much worse. Have you seen Morbius? Never say it can't be worse. It can always be worse. Nobody's seen Morbius? True. I haven't seen Morbius. But you don't want to see it, do you? Now imagine that Star Wars. But that sold $1 more billion. I love that some marketing executive at Sony thought that all the Morbius memes meant that people were hot for Morbius, and then they re-released it in cinemas at great personal cost. Like, they lost even more money on it because they thought people loved Morbius because they were making so many memes. That is just the fucking delicious ice on the cake for me. Icing on the cake. They got turrets everywhere. But where's their base? No, don't. Oh, come on. Don't blow up my scouts, dude. God, I wish the ground battles in this game were quicker. There it is. Alright. We fast forwarding now. Oh. There we go. But I mean, they made the film in the first place, right? So they clearly already don't get what people want in a film. There we go. Nal Hutta is freedom. Freedom for Nal Hutta. Somehow, Palpatine has returned again. And it's Palpin time. I can't wait. Can't wait, guys. It's going to be more amazing. Should we just go straight for it? Should we fucking do it?
Beginning construction.
The rebel fleet is massing outside Corellia. We got to get a space pickle before we wrap this up, right? God, space pickles take a long time to build. Who'd have thunk it? Let's
Vehicle in production.
put some more stuff while we wait.
Constructing. Beginning construction.
Okay, let's get some more of these
Unit in
bad boys.
production.
Got a pretty good composition. Not really enough assault frigates, but plenty of everything else. I wish there was a better way to split up units. I do not want my troop transports in my main battle fleet, please. Come on, game.
Construction
What are you trying to do to me
complete.
here?
Gunboat here, sir.
Construction complete.
Okay. Space pickles, please.
Constructing.
Is Han permadead? No, he has all the special characters in this have just a cooldown if they die. They come back in like 10 minutes or something like that. He'll be right. Don't worry. Han not dead. He's just frozen in carbonite, I guess.
Unit
Or something.
in production. Unit in production. Construction complete.
Mon Mothma's just flying around using her space coupons. She never misses coupon day. Han's a perpetual. True. He's got a. He does have a shade of the old never die about him, doesn't he?
Enlisting soldiers.
Gunboat here, sir. Reporting. Heading out. Reporting.
Constructing unit.
All up. Ready for
Okay,
combat.
we're nearly ready. Yoda has the reveal the whole map ability. Oh my god. I wish.
Heading out.
Is Yoda in this? Or is he in a mod? Can you click and
Gunboat
drag?
here, sir.
Oh. Maybe. I didn't try dragging. I can give it a go. Yoda is in vanilla. Oh, I forgot to buy a tech with 3PO.
New construction options.
Akbar's here!
Construction complete.
Hooray! Fucking love a bit of Akbar.
Building under construction.
Artillery online. T2B over.
Okay, this rebel fleet is massing hard. I'm super here for it.
Let's move out.
We've got to wait for 3PO to come back to steal pickle plans.
Unit in production. Constructing unit.
Keep building tanks. Yoda might not be in the campaign I chose. Is he only in like the story campaign? Because I'm doing Galactic Conquest. Which might be a different thing? Question mark?
Gunboat here, sir.
All right, I'm back.
Hey, Han's back. Come on, Han. Get over there.
Go on, Chewie.
Hello. Go steal pickle plans, 3PO.
This way.
There it is.
Construction options.
Oh, I want
available.
speeders as well, though. We might have to wait for speeders. Who does the hand voice acting? It might be clips from the film. I mean, it might not be. It sounds very, very close.
Unit in production.
Moving in position.
You require additional pickles.
Vehicle in production.
On our way.
God, I do actually want to play some StarCraft again. I could really go for some StarCraft.
Constructing unit.
Okay, we're nearly there. We'll do one more round with
Artillery online.
Beginning construction. Building started.
what was I trying to say?
Vehicle in
Well-
production.
Oh, yikes. He come for Biss. Alright, we'll let him have Biss. Shit, that Imperial fleet is pretty serious. Okay. How are we doing for econ? I think we just keep massing. Move the army back.
Tactical battle imminent.
Can we beat an ATST? Oh, an AT-80? Should we give it a go? Try and fight one.
There they are.
Oh god, we've got to murder all the civilians again. I forgot. I don't think we can beat this.
We must repel this invasion.
Yeah, I do know about... People have told me about the mod that gets rid of the Forces of Corruption. I'm into that.
Upgrade in progress.
That sounds great. If I hadn't already started, I would definitely do that. Right, we gotta build more towers. Oh, there we go. One war crime achieved. That's a good start. Just all the anti-vehicle turrets you can muster, boys. Any more turret platforms out here? Is this Star Wars Armada Champion? You damn right it is, sir. At least it was. It's been a while. Someone else has probably got it now, I guess.
Upgrade in progress.
But you know, they didn't get it off me,
Mission complete.
so you know, they only kind of have it.
Awaiting orders. On it, sir. Course plot. Yes, sir.
Okay, we can get these turrets, and then maybe we can bring down an AT-AT. I mean, we really need snow speeders or artillery. Those are the only things that really stand a chance.
We've
I'm gonna
secured
spend a fortune on turrets.
constructing.
That's my way of keeping the championship. Never play again and leave the trophy at home. I still have the trophy.
Constructing.
You know, it's not one of those ones that you get signed and then have to give back or anything. It's a forever trophy.
Faith is our shield.
It's really nice, actually. They did a good job with it.
Construction.
Ooh. There you go. Check it out.
Construction
Very
complete.
nice.
Construction complete.
They'll have to take that out of my cold dead hands. I'm going to put it on my CV. Honestly, probably the best achievement I've ever done in my life, which is fucking sad. But you know what? I'll take it.
Reporting.
Where's this at?
Waiting instruction.
Sorry. Yeah, dog, I heard you liked
Almost
AT-ATs.
there. Yes, sir. Advance.
What about my boy? Doesn't count, does it? Anyone can have a kid. Jeez. In fact, sometimes, if you have a kid, people act like it's, you know, you've done a bad thing. Kidding, obviously. Plus, I can only get half credit for the kid. Maybe actually even less than half, to be entirely fair. You know. Really, I supplied half the materials, and then someone else did all the work. So, I don't feel right to claim all credit for that one. Wow, Stormtroopers are pretty tough, eh? Sounds like upper management. Yeah, so really I should get all the glory and all the money, right? That's how that works. I'm a silent partner. Sounds bad. Uh-oh. Bombs. Bombs come. Oh, so that's what it feels like. Oh, God. Feels bad, man. All my rockets. I needed those rockets. Oh, wow. The AI actually did a real clever there. Oh no, he's got artillery too. Like knocking out the position just before he arrived, taking out the key units. AI smart. But at least we got hover tanks that can fuck up his walkie artillery. Oh, they're kind of cute, aren't they? I feel bad. It's like squashing a woodlouse. 80. Right, get back to those build turrets, man. Okay, you guys need to not be in front of that thing. Front bad. No. Okay. No more turrets for Ben. Blammo. I need ropes. Yeah. Oh, he just trod on me. Come on. Treading's not cool, dude. I think if I can just keep getting behind him. Oh, more artilleries. At least these things I can kill. I'm happy to be killing something. These were not listed on the invasion paperwork. Calling bullshit on these boys. Oh, we actually have an anti-tank turret. Ow. Where'd that other artillery tank go? Uh-oh. Dodge. Rocket Men strong. I know Rocket Men strong, but he TIE bombed my Rocket Men and my barracks. I forgot he could use bombers too. I shouldn't have had Rocket Men next to Rocket Men House. That was the problem. If he'd only been able to do get one of them, would have made my life a lot easier. Oh no! Get behind him! Get behind Space Elephant! There we go. I can do this all day. But, I mean, I probably shouldn't, right? See ya! Elephant. Yeah, apparently their design and movement was based on an elephant, I think I heard. They were like, what if an elephant was a tank? And didn't have a trunk. And little men came out of its tummy. That's what they said in the design room. Am I even denting it? They fucked up if that's true. I need a little bit of elephant too. I mean, he's just big, really, isn't he, more than anything? Maybe I can draw them over to my turrets. Because this is just taking forever. Oh shit! It's the freedom haters! Get away from my freedom! Alright, fingers crossed. Oh no, they're gonna blow up my base first. That makes sense. That's what I'd do. Run away. Use the upgrades. I already have.
Upgrade in progress.
Probably not going to get that one out in time. It's only speed though. I really need that.
Right away.
Elephants walk on their tiptoes and so get sore feet on concrete. Aww. Oh, Elefantes. I love elephants. They're good boys. Just a tip. You can target ground units with AA turrets. They're really strong versus infantry and light vehicles. And you also pierce shields. You have to manually target them. Ah. Uh-oh. Bombers. That is interesting. But this AI man, he doesn't normally, Oh my god, all 4 turrets. Come on. You gotta be kidding me. Can they make elephant shoes? Is that a thing? Although I guess because they're not made of nail, it's a bit mean to hammer metal into elephant foot. God, I've never seen the AI be so competent. How dare you? How dare you be better at game than me? Always just wondered why AT-AT doesn't have shields. Yeah, you'd feel like they should have shields, right? Goodbye. And a butt gun. It should have a little like B-52 like butt gun, shouldn't it? A little ball turret in the back, or a pair of ball turrets in the back. Am I right? Lol. Yeah, maybe the point was they just made them so... their armor's so tough that you don't need shields. Like, no ground-based weapon. Oh my god, the turrets really fuck them up though, don't they? Oh my god, are we going to do this? Come get me! I flee! Run, little mens!
We've lost a build pad.
Run! Come on, show me the good shit. The cameraman is an absolute dingus. Oh, he just annihilated them both from range. Seems fair. Okay. We've given some old GW paints the other day. 3 unopened bottles of old hexagonal bottles. I'm too scared to open them. Go for it. If they've been properly sealed, without like loads of dried paint gumming them up, then you could mix a little bit of water in and they'll be fine. But chances are there was a little crack that air's got in, and they're just rock solid now. But, you know, give it a go. What have you got to lose? I can't believe we did that. We lost everything on the planet, but we repelled the invasion. Oof. That was very cheese. I mean, the turrets did most of the damage. Heroic victory. I'll take it. Alright, are we... Oh god, I keep pressing the wrong button. Are we ready to rock? No, pickles aren't ready. Should we attack without... I think we can attack the fleet without the pickles, and then take Coruscant with pickles. But first we've got to take...
T4B ready. Hello, sir.
We've got to take troops out. Troops, go home.
Right away.
3PO,
Construction
steal
complete.
something.
Construction complete.
Steal speeders.
Construction options available.
Build
Unit in
speeders.
production.
Destination acknowledged.
Build speeders.
Constructing unit. Unit in production.
Coordinates
build
Unit
speeders.
in production.
Everyone build
Constructing unit.
air speeders.
Unit in production. Building under construction.
Okay, pickle in production. Build a rebel Death Star. Anyone want to clue me in on what pickles are? Yeah, they're these things. They're the Mon Calamari cruisers. They're the rebel version of a Star Destroyer, basically. But there's two different kinds, and one of them looks like a giant pickle in space. And one of them has wings. One of them looks like a sanitary pad with wings for some reason, strapped to a pickle. Don't blame me. I didn't design it. Coruscant gets 3 shields and 15 turbo laser towers. Holy shit. Yeah, the Mon Calamaris are retrofitted cruise liners. Just like giant, like the Titanic, covered in guns. They're amazing. I love them.
Unit in production.
We'll have 2.
Reporting in.
But we also want
Vehicle
more
in production.
air speeders.
Constructing unit. Unit in production.
Have we got enough troops to
Constructing
take Coruscant, do you think?
Mon
Yeah, we got
Calamari
loads.
are ready.
Ah, even says it in Fishman voice. It's perfect. I love it. Akbar has Home 1, that's right. I think Home 1 is the one that looks most like a pickle.
Construction.
Reporting in.
Tactical battle.
Oh, yikes. Okay, the big Imperial fleet has just attacked Yavin 4. And the level 2 space station will not hold. But we will watch. I do want to see their Star Destroyer kick some ass. That'll be fun.
Reinforcements on route.
Ready
Oh,
for
that'll
action.
help.
Our scanners have detected a hostile fleet moving towards our location.
Gonna scramble some fighters?
Presence in our system must be removed.
Oh, here we go. Look, we got 5 X-wings and a Corvette. We're gonna be okay. Why has he got so many TIE scouts? A bit fucking weird. Cool fact: no Mon Calamari cruisers are identical. Each one is unique. That is actually pretty cool. I like that. Just sit back and enjoy the show, I guess. Well, you know, it was nice. It was nice having a station, wasn't it? Do you remember when we had a space station? That was pretty cool. I like that. Oh no, part of our space. We needed that bit, probably. Shit. I'm really glad it's got the cinematic mode button. More games should have this. Imagine if you could do that in Total War. You didn't have to like zoom in and find the right angle. You could just do the show me a cool thing button. No, the game's not over when we lose Yavin 4. So, oh, I think we just killed something. Yeah, we got one of the acclimators. Amazing. Oh, I'll take that. I'll take that as a win. Looking at one of his capital ships. Oh, I got the shield generator. Kalskard, thank you for the sub. 6 months. That is awesome. Thank you so much, my dude. Boom. Got him. Got something at any rate.
Tactical battle.
Oh, well, that snow speeder's fucked. Oopsie. Right, Mon Mothma, you got to get out of there. You gotta get out of there. Do we want to watch the ground assault of Yavin 4? What's he bringing?
Is our shield.
Okay. I think we do this just to see if we can knock out his AT-AT. We got to go for the tow cables, right? We even get some locals. Whatever this is. Rebel training facility. Sweet. We got these boys. Got some freedom boys ready to fight for their freedom.
Can I do something?
We can attack them straight away.
Standing by. Ready to go.
I think we just go for it.
Starting location.
Send the speeders in
Ready.
immediately.
Moving
Get
into
the
that
artillery
area.
set up.
I copy.
Get the tanks up front. Have we got any infantry? There they are.
Roger that.
We've got to get these
Moving out.
turrets
Here,
taken
sir.
care of.
Commander.
You got to number your snow speeders before you send them into battle, because once they're in the sky, you ain't selecting them.
The enemy is landing their forces as we speak.
Get him, boys!
And stave off their attack.
Show me the speeders. Wave assault the tow cables. Yay! Oh my god, that was almost too easy.
Artillery
Alright,
online. I copy.
deploy the artillery. Build the turrets. Pull back the infantry. Move the tanks up. Okay. I think we got this. And yeah, I bet he wish he brought his anti-aircraft units. We had first AT-AT, yes. But what about second AT-AT? Oh, I always forget about second AT-AT. Shit. Well, we can send out the tanks to rescue the Freedom Boys. Come on, guys. You've got freedom to die for. Did you forget? Don't forget to die for freedom. Jeez. They do look now. God, those tow cables take a really long time to recharge. Chewie can take them over. Yeah, Chewie's not here though. Chewie in the wrong place. Uh-oh. Okay, evacuate. It's a war crime. We got a war crime, people. He's blown up the civilian hut. Evacuate. In our moment of triumph. A stormtrooper scary? Stormtroopers, they're better than rebel troopers. But this game's mainly about vehicles, to be honest. Once you get the tech level up a bit, infantry become just turret builders, basically. Right, wave assault. Wave assault them cables. Oh, there we go. Now the cameraman knows what's up. My god, triple the rope. Triple the foot. No. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Stop showing me units doing nothing. Please. We missed it. We missed the money shot. Just one more pass. God, sometimes the cameraman. Very infuriating. Right. I think we just hang back now. Let them come to us. What did I set the graphics to? Maximum! This game was made in the early 2000s. This is as good as it gets, I'm afraid. I don't feel like it would be hard for the game to understand, you know, when something's units aren't doing anything, but that's not a great time. Remember, they have bombers. Oh, you're right. They do have bombos. That's a really good point. God, there's a billion stormtroopers out here.
I copy.
Ooh. Got ourselves some rocket boys.
Copy.
Armor standing
Pretty
by.
fun.
Move out.
Are there AA turrets? There are, yeah.
Reporting.
Yeah, you can just build them on build pads. That's why I pulled the speeders back. Wow, this is making a lot of troops.
This way.
Let's send our infantry out. Yeah, you could select a unit and then go to camera mode, and it would only follow the unit you've selected.
Ready to roll.
That would be cool.
Right away.
Armor ready. Moving out. Attacking.
There they are.
Yeah, I'm going to speed this up now because I feel like we've basically won this, but we just got to. Oh!
We've lost a building. Destroy.
Why? Oh, fucking hell.
I copy.
Alright, well, we like to keep things interesting here, don't we? You know? The all is lost moment. That's when the best drama happens. If you click with C, it does that. Really? Ooh, you're right, it does.
Moving out. Getting out.
Wiser words have not been spoken. I'm very wise. You'll learn this if you watch enough. Very wise. Can I tow cable ATSTs? No. I'm not allowed. Looks like ATSTs can't shoot up. Well,
Roger that. Heading out. Form up. Got it. Moving out.
why aren't they attacking? Attack me, you cowards.
This way. Over there.
Um.
On our way, sir.
Ah! We got him! Oof, look at that! Lost nothing. Killed 2 AT-ATs, a squadron of ATSTs, a squadron of artillery, 4 stormtrooper platoons, and some scout troopers.
Reporting in.
Oh my god. Amazing. God, those are some clutch speeder deployments. Right, well, while the fleet's distracted sieging Yavin, I say we go. Second pick'll be damned.
Proceeding. Easier than the camp, of course, sir.
Tactical battle imminent.
Lost nothing. Oh, I need to get Streamlabs to let me go, that's the clip. I need to get Streamlabs to stop blocking clips. Right, back into BIS.
Enemy unit.
Well, there we go, there's the pickle. Let's get it out of a nebula. Full speed ahead, Pickles. It's a shame everything looks a bit shit in a nebula. Have I ever had different beard styles? I feel like you've had this one since you were a baby. I only grew this like 4 years ago or something. For the first 30 odd years of my life, I had no beard. Relatively new in Ben years. Do you think I should experiment? I don't know what else I could do. I don't think I could pull off a big tomboy. It would take me 6 years to grow. I don't really know what else is there. I don't really want to go for the Hitler. Or the reverse Hitler. I feel like those are one of the only other options, really, right? Mutton chops. I don't think I could do mutton chops, honestly. I got weak sideburn game. Soul Patch would look shit on me. I could not pull that off at all. I don't think I could do the big British officer mustache either. I've got very coarse, like beard hair. Also, I think if I went for a big facial hair, like a statement piece, I'd have to dye it because it's really let's go full screen. It's really inconsistently coloured. Like it's brown and blonde and grey and ginger. It's got all the colours of the rainbow in it. So, you know, if I had a real big dealio, that would look terrible. I'd have to dye it black or something. I think it's fine as it is. Needs a trim though. It's getting a bit messy. Also, the sides just never really fill it in. They're kind of patchy. So I definitely couldn't do the mutton chops. So I saw someone once in a YouTube comment say, Ben's beard hair does not match the colour of his head hair. Therefore, he must dye his hair, but not his beard. Sure, that would be a sensible thing for me to do. If I went to the effort of dyeing my hair, I think I would also dye my beard. I don't know. You shouldn't really expect, you know, top tier brain power from YouTube comments, I suppose. Right, this is it. The Battle of Coruscant. We're here. We're here for Tom. Tom, why weren't you at the Warhammer stream today? I'm in orbit. I'm coming looking for answers.
Ready, send reinforcements. Standing by.
A larger force doesn't always guarantee victory.
Right.
Use tactics to your advantage and remove the defending position.
Deploy the pickles. Right. Fighters up front. Escorts to the side. Missile on the space station. All power to shields. And let's go pickle power. Choo choo! Yeah, if we win, we get to topple the Big Tom statue. Right, then Akbar gets to say, concentrate all firepower on that Victory Star Destroyer. And we do the debuff. And win? Question mark? And goes invulnerable for a sec. Oh, the pickle's nearly dead. Okay. Evacuate the winged pickle. Oh, shit, that platform's still going. Overcharged shields, winged pickle. Dropping some Y-wings as well. Do you ever play the old like X-Wing vs TIE Fighter games? Those are some of my favourite games as a kid. I absolutely love just being in the middle of a giant Star Wars space battle. So cool. Except for the music and the sound effects. So atmospheric. Oh yikes. Fuck that space station up. And they brought out a new one, Star Wars Squadrons, which I played, and I don't know why I didn't love it. Technically, it's the same game. You know, it's just super modern graphics, gameplay. It's got the same power level management and speed and scenarios. It feels like I should be in love with it. It should be the The modernization of the game I love. But I kind of felt indifferent to it. And I'm not sure why. I don't know what was wrong with it. I can't put my finger on it. I think that whole thing about... Oh, I didn't just do it. I think that whole thing about renaming Boba Fett's ship is a myth. I think it is still called Slave One. There was a toy. Oh shit, Boba Fett's actually there! Look at that! Can I get camera zoom on him? Oh man, is Han Solo going to kill Boba Fett? Yep! He sure did! The non-educated, how's it going? It is going very well. We've lost a couple of ships, but we've knocked out all the defences surrounding Coruscant, which is where Emperor Tom Palpatine lives. So we're soon going to have vengeance. And freedom! Most importantly. Don't forget about the freedom. I think Han Solo just died. Which is less than ideal. What's that? Samwise! Thank you for the sub, Samwise. You say somehow 10 months, but I've been watching on and off. You've probably been asked this, but have you tried Thrawn's Revenge? I have not tried Thrawn's Revenge yet, but it has been recommended a few times. We'll try it out for next time. So we lost Captain Antilles, 3 Y-Wing squadrons and X-Wing squadron. That is pocket change compared to what we killed. 3 victories, 2 cruisers, missile cruiser and acclimator, Boba Fett, level 3 space station. Oh! So many deaths! Such a good battle! Rip Y-Wings, I know. But, you know, Y-Wings, it's like it's the Vanguard. You know, you either find glory or you die gloriously. Well, you find glory either way. You either knock out the capital ships and live to tell the tale, or you get wiped out in the first wave. Either way. Guaranteed ticket for glory in a Y-Wing. We'll never forget you, Gold Squadron. Should we go in? Where's my, Where the hell did Han go? Yeah, Han did die in that battle. Didn't come up on the death screen, though, for some reason. 3PO. Please steal me some shit.
New construction options available.
Luke Skywalker's here. Obi-Wan Kenobi's here. The other pickle's ready. Everything's amazing. Oh. Shit. So Luke was on his way to join the fleet. And, turns out Captain Piet is blockading. So can Red Squadron knock out an Imperial-class Star Destroyer? Maybe is the answer, because Luke's got a real cool bullshit power. He's strong against fighters and Death Stars. He's weak against escort ships. I love that he's strong against fighters and Death Stars. What a rock, paper, scissors. Plus we got Porkins. Look at this. Contains the heroes, Garvin Dreys, Red Leader, Wedge Antilles, Red 2, Biggs Darklighter, Red 3, John D. Barron, Red 4, Luke Skywalker, Red 5, standing by, and Jack Porkins, Red 6. Oh god, I think John D. Brannonon is like the only guy in that squadron I wouldn't have been able to name. All the others are fucking classics. Have you seen Biggs's mustache? Hero. You seen Porkins crash like a champ? Fucking legend. Wedge Antilles, the actor who plays him, hates Star Wars. And is Ewan McGregor's uncle, I think. And when he got offered the part of Obi-Wan in the prequels, the guy who plays Wedge Antilles said, "Don't do it. Star Wars fucking ruined my life, mate. Don't go for it." We did it anyway. Let's do it then. Let's get in. I think Luke's got this. I mean, I just think that means that Wedge Antilles is a true Star Wars fan, to be honest.
We're going in.
No one hates Star Wars as much as Star Wars fans.
Destroying key elements of the enemy's forces separate the defending
I'm going to block the hangar bay.
apart.
That's my first move.
En route.
Stop him launching more TIE fighters. But I've got to get out of the nebula to do that. Because you can't use cooldown abilities in nebulas. Where are you at? It's a Star Destroyer. It can't hide.
Away. Watch our enemy fighters.
Is he running away from me?
Heading out. Let's move out. Let's go. Adjusting course. Keep going. I get the reading. This way.
Here, you wily dog.
Over there. We're going in.
He's playing cat and mouse. Are you hiding in an asteroid field, Piet? Asteroids do not concern me, Commander. Find me that ship.
Order received.
What the
Proceeding.
hell?
Can you see them from
Does
where you
feel like a trap. There he is. I spot him.
Squadron, move out.
He's on radar. We just got to get out of this nebula. There we go. Lucky shot on the hangar bay coming up. Just like Beggar's Canyon back home. Do the thing then, Luke. Do the thing. Nice. Got him. See you later, nerds. Lock S-Files in attack position. Red Leader, standing by. Okay. Just knock out that squadron. Can't launch any more squadrons.
Let's move out.
Let's knock out the shield generator next.
Lasers linked and ready.
Has he got any ion cannons, turbo lasers, turbo lasers? He's got no dedicated anti-fighter weaponry. He's built purely for ship-to-ship combat. Alright. Let's knock out those shields. Boom! Oh my god! Didn't even knock out the shield generator, it blew off half the bridge. Alright, now the engines. Don't want him running away from us now, do we? Let's have a nice clean fight, Piet. Stay where you are. Oh, good camera work, sir. Oh, man. Oh, the camera. The camera's so cool. More games should have this. Like a cinematic mode. It's awesome. Boom! Oh, you fucked, mate. You be absolutely fucked. He's got dozens and dozens of TIE fighters. Just unable to launch because we crippled the hangar bay.
I'm taking a shot.
Boom! Picking him apart! It's like he never stood a chance. GG. Easy. They just lost Piet. Oh, amazing. Right, now get in with the rest of the fleet, Luke. Perfect. Obi-Wan's here. I think we're ready to take on old Palpo. Final battle, right? Think we can do this? Got a little bit of everything here. Should we do a poll? We'll do a poll. See if you not a poll, a prediction. You can gamble some Ben bucks. We will have Can we beat Tompera Palpatine? Outcome, yes. Keep it. Outcome, no. He has unlimited power. There we go. Place your bets. Bet now. Or forever hold your peace. Refresh if you don't see it. You've got 1 minute. 1 minute to place your bets. Do you think we can do it? Or do you think he has too much power? Danger Wave Dave, thank you for the sub. You just say, Ben, you are great. That is all. Aw, thank you, Danger Wave Dave. That's really kind. Oh my god, you guys think we're going to do it. It's a bit of a landslide. Oh no, no. The value bets are coming in now. Oh, it's getting close. Oh, it's kind of 2-to-1 odds now. It's evened up. Okay, we're going in. Dropping all forces on Coruscant. Right, we got the ordinary citizens will fight against us because they love the old Tompera, and we've got the Royal Guard dressed in their finest bed sheets. Let's see if we can do it. So we can deploy 5 units. Vader's not even here. Shit, where's Vader? Well, we've got Tarkin and Palp. Tarkin and Palp. They are not as good. It's got shield generators that we can't bombard through. Vader's on annual leave. Nice.
Choose your reinforcements.
Should we get Obi-Wan in?
Very well.
Very well. We'll get some airspeeders. We'll get some artillery.
Destination received.
And we'll get... What have we got? We've got anti-tank, anti-everything. We don't really have any anti-infantry. Let's get some boys.
Right away.
Boys on the ground.
At maximum unit capacity.
General Kenobi. The Empire didn't work.
No, we haven't encountered Vader at all.
Take out their structures and their ground.
We've seen Veers and Kiet.
Awaiting orders. Copy. Heading out. I copy. Torpedo launcher mobile, sir.
Get these tanks front and center.
Yes, sir. Yes, Commander.
Loading.
Yeah, he might not have hit tier 5.
We've secured.
Good vehicle turret and infantry turret.
I copy. Reporting. Yes, sir.
Right.
Incoming.
Oh, we've got some civilians. Yikes. Some the tanks forward too. Obi-Wan with tank support. Ah! The Pajama Guards are here! Get them! Oh, yikes! Oh, there are alternatives to fighting. Run them over! Oh, brilliant. What do you mean war crime? Oh, so it's alright to shoot someone, but you're not allowed to squash them. Is that what we're saying? Those are the official rules? Oh god, these tanks are getting fucked up, actually. He said the line! He said hello there! Okay, we definitely need more anti-infantry up here.
Initiating ground assault.
Yeah, speeders on that ATST. Deploy this artillery. Oh god, Obi-Wan, no! Live, Obi-Wan! Okay, we are actually going to have to carpet bomb the city. I was hoping they'd believe in freedom. Apparently, Coruscant hates freedom and is resisting justice. So, we are going to have to carpet bomb all the civilian buildings again. But they're not civilian buildings. They're, you know, they're armed combatants. And, you know, we don't have a choice. They shot first. He's a tall boy, isn't he? Chop them all up, dude. I believe in you. Okay, what else have we got? Ah! Where are they coming from?
Ready to go.
Okay, attack that spawn point. We'll call them spawn points now rather than homes. That feels like better PR. Enemy strong points. That's what they are. You love the heroic music as Obi-Wan slaughters civilians and the city is carpet bombed. Yeah, that's Star Wars, baby. This is just heroic AF. He's a real mincing machine, isn't he, old Obi-Wan? Oh shit, we lost the speeders somehow. Get out of there, Obi-Wan. You're getting overwhelmed. Covering fire! Get out of dodge, my dude.
Awaiting orders. Moving out.
Okay, we lost quite a lot there. Okay, you guys, you're the rear guard. Don't come back. Rear guards don't come back.
Copy.
Drop in some hover tanks and a commander and some more dudes, I reckon. Some more tanks. Are we the baddies? No. We're the you know, we're the freedom fighters who believe in an ancient religion and are willing to exploit everything to achieve our goals. Yeah. Just because we're using terror as a weapon doesn't mean we're not good or something. God. Yeah. It's just that our ancient religion is better than theirs. So it's fine. That's fine, right? That's just. I mean, I am losing faith in my my cause as I run over the civilians in the armored tank. I'll be honest. This is not a feels good moment, is it? It's not what we signed up for. You know, what about the droid attack on the Wookiees? That's why we're here. No one said, let's crush the Coruscant civilians under our steel boots. But we are where we are, right? Doesn't matter how we got here anymore. We just gotta push forwards. Forwards to Moscow. We can worry about what happened later, after we've won. Oh! Pajamas protect you from squashies. That's good to know. The force be with you. Oh man, that stun cannon. It's real good. Chop them up, boys. Okay. Pull back. Pull back. Wait for the... Oh, the bombers didn't come. They've got anti-air. They shot down the bombers I called in. Those sly dogs. They're not supposed to have... What's that? May the Force be with you in Nubbers' voice. Look, my Obi-Wan impression might sound a bit like my Nubbers impression. It's just a coincidence. Alright? Don't draw any conclusions. Where's the old man standing in front of the tanks? There he is. Look, my old man just wants to find their old man and chop his hands off, alright? I don't think that's too much to ask. Send out your old man to fight my old man. You know, we'll have robe wars. Fine. It's the opposite of Tank Man. Oh, true. This is like the opposite of Tiananmen Square, kind of. Right, we've got to blow these buildings up. This is getting silly. Stop spawning stuff. Next year's Jingle Jam Star Wars needs to be done in Obi-Wan's with a Nubbers voice. Hello there. Hello there. Hello, it's me, Nubbers. Hello there. I don't seem to remember owning a droid. Of course I know Nubbers. He's me. Is that what you wanted? Yeah, I guess, you know, just like every war, Star Wars is old men sending young men to die on their behalf. It's deep. It's deep shit, man. Obi Nubbers Kenobi. Okay, we've made a bit of progress.
On it, sir.
But not much. Ah, Tarkin's hiding in that house. Blow up the Tarkin house. Oh, holy shit, Obi-Wan. Save some fucking murder for the rest of us. Jeez. He's just fucking stone cold. Look at this guy. This man's a one-man army. Chop. Guess, you know, he's had 20 years of sitting on his ass. He's really got to get this out of his system. Yes. Boom! Another one bites the dust. Dun dun dun. Another one bites the dust. There are alternatives to fighting. All you have to do is fucking earthquake their building on top of them. Then you don't have to fight. Yeah, he did just crush Tarkin to death by dropping a building on him. But you're right. Your eyes do not deceive you. That's exactly what Obi-Wan did. That's the Jedi way. Because there are alternatives to fighting. Ooh. Chop. Right. Who else wants a bit of my old man business? It's the Emperor! Old Man Wars! Where's that laser? That's cheating! Crush it. Crush it with your mind, Obi-Wan.
Target in range.
Crush it. There we go. Right, now go kill that old man. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Oh, Tomperor Palpatine. Holy shit. That looked so dumb, didn't it? Obi-Wan was like crushing that turret. Palpatine was just bopping him relentlessly. And Obi-Wan was just like, fuck off, I'm busy. Gotta kill that turret. Stop it. Oh. Glorious victory. Doesn't even list the civilian casualties. They're irrelevant. Doesn't matter how many of those guys who just wave assaulted out of their houses got chewed up by Obi-Wan. Holy crap. It's just like the movie. Do you remember that time Obi-Wan crushed a building on Tarkin and then just impaled Palpatine in the streets of Coruscant? On a pile of thousands of dead civilians? Man. They really changed things with the special edition, didn't they? Oh. Galert! Thank you for using your Twitch Prime, Galert. Always happy to see someone playing Empire at War. Me too. We'll have to try this again with some mods on sometime. The Badman 44 also use their Twitch Prime. Thank you very much. Oh. Is that win? Can I have my win now? Da 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 da. Oh, Vader got there too late. Shit, that's where Vader was. Oh. Yeehaw! I'll get you next time, Obi-Wan. Well played, Obi-Wan. You truly are the Star Wars Empire at War. Aw, Luke and Han get the medals. Is Chewie gonna get one? No medal for Chewie. No medal for Obi-Wan either. He's too busy keeping the peace in the streets of Coruscant for a medal. The end? Question mark? Somehow, Palpatine will return and overthrow the brutal Obi-Wan police state. Holy shit. Oh. That's a Star Wars. You like how 3CPO looks fine graphically, but all the humans look like a C3PO. Oh, you would watch that sequel trilogy, The Rise of Palp Against the Tyranny of Obi-Wan. Oh. Oh, I ducked twice. Thank you for giving out 5 gift subs. That is super cool and very generous. Thank you so much. Make sure you thank them if you got one. Oh, skip the credits because of the music? We've had Star Wars music the whole way through this game. We have to skip the whole game. Oh, congratulations! The Empire has been overthrown and peace has returned to the galaxy. Yes, peace. The peace of the grave has returned to Coruscant. My kill efficiency very high. Conquest efficiency very high. Military efficiency not so high. Wow. What does that mean? What do those numbers mean? Oh, here we go. This is Obi-Wan marching down the streets of Coruscant. Prediction points. You can have your prediction points. Sorry, I didn't want to tab out because it would make the music stop. Prediction. Boom. Choose outcome. Yes, we did it. We did it. Congratulations, all the true believers, and commiserations for the value betters. Bask in the glory. Feels good, man. Oh, the galaxy would have been spared years of war if only they'd let Obi-Wan off the chain. Oh, that was a real fun blast of nostalgia. Gets real silly in the end with the Rebels, doesn't it? Yeah. You either lose the Star War or you live long enough to see yourself become the Empire. I think that's how it works. Have I had a look at Project Stardust on Roblox? That's some nice models. Oh, I've never heard of it. I don't know much about the Roblox minigames. Are there any good... Sorry, there's been a lot of comments suddenly. Are there any good Clone Trooper minis? I want to paint them like Tau. Yeah. The Star Wars Legion has a Clone Wars version. They have like 3 different types of... They got the Phase 1, 2, and 3, and all the commandos. Got loads of choice for Clone Troopers. It used to be run by Fantasy Flight Games, but they got taken over by Atomic Mass Games. But if you just Google Star Wars Legion Clone Wars, you'll be sport for choice. Wow. What a game. Dark Star Games, apparently, is good for cheap Legion stuff. There you go. Did I get to play the Project Nasai stuff, the Netrunner? I haven't yet. I've been away. I've been on holiday last week, and then I was at TwitchCon the week before that. So like, this month has been crazy busy for me. I've had no time for anything. I haven't done any painting, haven't played any card games or anything. But I've got it all here. The people keeping Netrunner alive, they sent me free full set, which I'm really looking forward to, because my friends also bought full sets at the UK Games Expo. So now I can play with them. But I just haven't had any time. And so did I see Snapships react? I didn't see them react. They sent us a box of Snapships, which is pretty cool. They didn't send us the rules, though, so we can't play the game, which is annoying. But we'll try and make that like ridiculous, cheesy advert. But again, just been real busy. Been out of the office a lot. But It's on the cards. We'll try and get it done. Yeah, lots of people say Netrunner is one of the best card games out there. And I can believe it. Because Fantasy Flight Games made amazing card games. I really loved Conquest, which was the Fantasy Flight 40k living card game. So I'm sure Netrunner is just as good. Ooh, man, we were going to look up something, weren't we? We were going to look up the Assault Frigate Mark II on Wikipedia, weren't we? We totally forgot. See its first canonical existent. Right, let's have a look. See if it was at the Battle of Endor. I don't think it was, but maybe. Maybe it was. Let's get rid of that. So, here we go. Blah, blah, blah. Modified from a Dreadnought. Blah, blah, blah. Navy computers. It was added to the Rebel Armada. Blah, 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 blah. There's nothing here. What the fuck? Doesn't say where it appeared. Doesn't have any references. This is bullshit. That's annoying. It should say where they appeared. Maybe look at Legends. Oh yes, Legends. Good point. I forgot Wikipedia was split in two. This one doesn't say how much it costs. Priceless. I wonder if it's got different like stats in canon and non-canon. First appearance was Empire at War. I don't think that was true. I think that's wrong. So it's in Empire at War Guide. It's in like encyclopedias and books. And they made it for Star Wars Armada. I'm pretty sure it was in Star Wars Rebellion. Does it list all units in the game? Starships. Rebel. Had the assault frigate. Oh, this was the Mark 1, probably. Let's just check these other things. Maybe it had a different name. Yeah. It's sort of similar but longer. Different modification of the Dreadnought. Mark 1 assault frigate was in this game. It wasn't the Dauntless. Or the Liberator. Yeah. Okay. There you go. Stand corrected. Wow, this was in way more things than I expected. Huh. Oh well. Probably don't need to nerd out this hard. I'm sure everyone's already leaving the stream. I could have sworn I've seen this in another game though. But I very much doubt the Wikipedia nerds are wrong about this stuff. They seem to know what they're doing. Huh. Anywho, what should we do now? I guess it's late. I should have my dinner. So there we go. I think that's the end of the stream. That's pretty good timing, actually. It's 8:45. Finished the game. Pretty cool. Miss Zami, thank you for resubbing. That was very cool. 29 months is amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah, you missed the game. You did. We just finished. We literally just finished. We did it. Obi-Wan slaughtered all his enemies. And is now the champion of the universe or something. Yeah, I think we'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to do my normal stream at 5 on Thursdays. If you're new and you don't know that, every Thursday I stream at 5, right here. Same Ben channel, same Ben time, and we might play Songs of Conquest because I just bought it today and I want to try it out. It looks really cool. It's like Heroes of Might and Magic, but new and different. So you have like a hex map where units fight. And you have like an overworld map where you collect resources and stuff, build castles. Yeah, I've wanted like a new Might and Magic for a while. And people say this is a good one. So I'll try it out tomorrow. Hopefully I can be Skeletons. Because Skeletons are the best tons. Perfect. Right, well, hopefully come back for this tomorrow. And we should do a raid, I reckon. Who's online?
She was saying something over and over.
Who's around? Let's go raid Bree. Bree's playing RimWorld. Let's go check it out. See what he's up to. Go say hi to Bree for me. And I'll see you tomorrow. It's been a good stream. I had good fun times. Oh, looking forward to tomorrow. Awesome. I will catch you next time. Goodbye.